Welcome live, everybody, to the Brevard Sports Network, live from Bayside High School. I'm Jackson Robb. Alongside me tonight is my broadcast partner, Logan Pettit. Logan, how are you doing tonight?
Doing well, Jackson. I didn't think I was going to make it on time, but we made it. We're good to go and ready to watch hopefully a good football game tonight.
Yeah, it's a beautiful night for football, that's for sure. For once, no rain in the forecast, and
Thank
we are
God.
ready to go on a dry football field here. And we got a good one. The Bayside Bears are hosting Viera. Viera, as we know, is still searching for win number 1, but they got an opportunity tonight. And for Bayside, it's all going to hinge on Garrett Lukes, their quarterback who is stepping up. Caden Brabham went down for the season on Monday night at Satellite. So I think for Bayside, that's going to be the key. How will Garrett Lukes play? And with that, how can Viera respond?
Yeah, and Bayside scheduled this game as homecoming, so already that automatic disrespect going towards Viera. I've never played into it too much, but coaching teams, you tell them, oh, they scheduled it for your homecoming game. You should feel disrespected. So there's that going into it. And yeah, I'm glad you brought up the quarterback situation. I didn't realize it until I walked in. I saw Brabham in a sling, so this is news to me. So that's it's going to be interesting. Luke's been in the program for a while. Not a very big kid. They call him Johnny Football around here for whatever reason. His name's Garrett, but hey. You got to trust him. You got to tell him, hey, I believe in you, kid. We can win this football game with you, and then proceed to run the football a lot this game.
And they got a strong defense. I mean, they only won at Satellite 7-3 in a defensive shootout. And I think that could be the key. I mean, Bayside's defense, if they can hold Chase Camardi in that offense to little gain, that's how they can take advantage of Viera and go out and win this game. But for Viera, they have the pieces on that team, and they've ran a juggernaut of a schedule. Now they come back to the county, maybe settle down and see what they can do.
Yeah, it's kind of the opposite with Bayside, too. They haven't played as tough of a schedule, and they were able to get some wins. So, that could be a little bit of confidence, especially coming into after a big win against Satellite earlier this week. See if you can build on that momentum.
Bayside coming into this game now at 3-2 on the year. And whereas Viera is, again, an unfortunate 0-5. But, again, with that, I mean, it's been a juggernaut of the schedule. They've played teams like Baker County, Rockledge. Bayside has played Rockledge, too, with that respect.
They've played nothing but playoff contenders all
Yep.
year. I mean, even Bishop Moore is, no slouch of a team. I remember, they're going deep into the playoffs. So, yeah, it is a really tough schedule that Viera has played. But that being said, they also haven't looked particularly good playing that schedule either. So this could be a good building block game for them. See if they can get something together. But at the same time, I mean, Bayside is no slouch of a team. I mean, most coaches will tell you, we got Bayside on the schedule. It's going to be a hard-fought game. Win, lose, or draw, it's going to be a hard-fought game.
Yeah, you always leave a Bayside game knowing you played somebody. Not going to fly through that one. And, so Viera set to receive tonight. Crazy to think it's already week 7 of this season.
Week 7 already?
Yeah.
Where did the time go?
Bayside number 7, our latest Super 7 poll. And they are the ones that get us underway with the opening kickoff, as this one will be returned off the bounce by the Hawks. Looks like number 5 there, and he's going to get up around the 20. That is Judah Knight on the return. And now the Viera Hawks start on offense around their own 20. As you all most probably know, quarterback for Viera this year is the sophomore Chase Cromartie. And the one thing for him tonight, Alan said on the show last night, it's got to be limiting turnovers because, Viera. And then my key for Viera tonight was scoring that red zone. They've had a lot of trips in the games I've seen and heard about that they got to finish these drives, get those points on the board.
I think for Viera, you got to find your playmakers, whether it's Gillens, whether it's Judah Knight, whether it's Pillow. You gotta find those guys that can really light up the scoreboard for you.
Camardi gives to Judah Knight on first down to no avail. And this Bayside defense is among the greats in the county. I mean, you're talking about, we got a lot of great defense this year in the county, first of all. Cocos, the Palm Bays, the Satellites, but Bayside is up in that list for sure, and you see it there on the first down run for only 1 yard.
Yeah, well, I mean, head coach of Bayside, Corey Broomfield, he played defensive back at Mississippi State under Mario Diaz, or Manny Diaz, rather. So he knows defense, and that's what he preaches. I want a hard-nosed defense. I don't care if I win 3-0. We played good defense.
Second down and 9 now for Viera at their own 21. Still Cromartie in the game. We got a trips to the near side here. Cromartie going to drop back to pass this time. Rolling left. He's getting flushed out. Cromartie trying to get around the edge. Sheds the first tackler, and he's going to take it down the sideline with room. And Cromartie with a big run there, extending that play. Nearly got sacked by number, looks like 22 back there, but he shed that first sack, ran for about 20 yards. First down, Viera.
Yeah, and you got to watch that. Cromartie, he doesn't look like he would be the most athletic of players, but he can run. They're in man across the board, running man free, had one deep safety. Defensive backs are turned. They're not looking at the quarterback. He gets a chance. He evades that sack. He's running.
New quarterback on that run was Dominic Gentili.
Oh.
Yeah, Dominic Gentili was the one on the run.
Well,
he turns, gives. That's a new running back, too.
Gentili's an even more athletic. He played receiver earlier in the season, so there you go. Even more athletic quarterback.
Flag on the play. The running back is also not Judah Knight. That is Ryan Bubar.
Interesting.
So, should have checked the numbers there as we got a different look in the backfield for Viera tonight. Quarterback is Dominic Gentili, and the running back is Ryan Bubar. That'll back him up, I believe, on a holding call there. Now 1st and 20 for Viera back at their own 30-yard line. So Cromartie is out tonight. Dominic Gentili rolling right, blitz coming, fires, finds his man underneath for a solid gain. That is number
7 on the tackle, Deshaun Harper, pushing him out of bounds. 2nd and long.
Looks like possibly number 16 on the reception, Michael Schmidt. And yeah, so Chase Cromartie is out tonight for this game. Dominic Gentili. So we have two backup quarterbacks facing off. So that kind of gives a new element to this game and uncertainty for both these teams and what they might get.
Definitely something to watch here. You know, Bayside's defense getting pressure early, just rushing 3. So something to keep an eye on. I know they got an athletic quarterback in there in Gentili, but
high snap for Gentili, 2nd and long, firing over the top, had a man but overthrown there, and that would have been a dangerous pass if it was on the mark there, as there were a pack of Bears, if you will, right there in pursuit of Schmidt.
Quintuple coverage there. But that's what happens. You got a backup quarterback coming into play this game. He wants to show, like, hey, look, I can throw it too. I'm still a quarterback. That's just ill-advised, though. That's jitters. That's saying, you know what, I'm going to throw it. But you got to tell him to calm down. Don't make that throw.
And maybe you see a look at one point, but then you got to look over the top. Maybe he was open in the middle of the field, but over that second level, it's not open. Now 3rd and about 11 or 12. 4 receivers bunched to the near side. Only 1 to the right. Blitz coming strong. Gentili's going to take off, and he's got green grass. First down and more for Dominic Gentili. And that's a gain of about 20 more on another huge run by Dom Gentili. And that's about 40 yards on 2 carries.
Yeah, and you got to watch that. You got to watch, like I said earlier, he's an athletic quarterback. He can run. You get stuck with your back turned as a defensive back, you're giving that up, especially with a 3-man presser.
And there's quarterbacks who can run, and then there's quarterbacks that run. And that's what I mean by that is Dom Gentili's a quarterback that will run. Not just has the ability, he will, and he's comfortable doing it. First down and 10. Viera already in Bayside territory to the Bayside 40-yard line.
I think they're going to bring pressure here. They're in a cover 0 look, no deep safety.
Gentili and Bubar.
Oh, they drop him out.
Yeah, now they drop some. Still showing blitz for the Bears.
We're going to get an offsides on our a false start on the right tackle there, number 75 for Viera.
Yeah, that'll be a false start coming on Derek Wildman.
Number 4, Albert Brown, AB, came in showing blitz. Got the young man dancing on the offensive line. That's 5 yards back.
So that'll back him up to 1st and 15. Viera at the Bayside 45.
Showing that man coverage look again. We'll see if they drop out of it. They are showing blitz.
1st and 15. Bubar on the carry again, and that's a solid carry on first down. But it's 1st and 15, not 1st and 10. So that'll be a gain of about 4. 2nd down and 11 now for Viera. And a player down in some discomfort for the Viera Hawks. I think that might be Bubar down the play. And if that's the case, they might have to go to a 3rd-string running back here. Not what you – well, actually, Judah Knight was the one I believe that returned the kickoff, so I think he's out here.
It wasn't Judah Knight. It was Pillow, I think, was the
okay.
one who returned
So,
that. It looked
yeah,
like
we'll
9.
see. We'll see the running back that'll have to come out here is, again, running back Ryan Bubar down on the play for the Viera Hawks. Hate to see that for sure. I'd like to thank our sponsor for tonight, Island 9 Restaurant, where friends are family, featuring seafood boils, wood smoked craft burgers, and more. They are located in the Viera Colonnade Shops on Citadel Way. Call for more information at 321-305-5946 or visit online at www.island-9.com. That'll be now 2nd and 11 for the Hawks from the Bayside 41-yard line. So actually that injury doesn't seem to be to Bubar. I thought that was that number, but it seems like Bubar's still in the backfield, and he'll be the one with the ball on the carry there. And he'll be pushed back at the line of scrimmage, so he met a brick wall there. And this was a drive that's been moving primarily on 3rd down and specifically 3rd and long. So we'll see if they can keep it up because it's 3rd and 11 Viera at the Bayside 41.
Yeah, and Bayside looks really good against the run here. Design runs, rather, not the quarterback scrambles, but these design runs, they've been stifling here. Now you got a 3rd and long. You know they got to air it out. I would see if I can keep them in the pocket.
Blitz coming. Gentili is going to go down. Big sack there by number 44, Brock Eden.
Good play. They brought the pressure mix, but the defensive end was able to clean it up and get that sack, and they've missed a couple of those. So good to see him get home here. Going forward, I'd like to see him cage rush him, knowing that this isn't their starting quarterback. This is a wide receiver playing quarterback. He can run. He's going to look to run. Like you said, he is a runner. You want to make him throw. Keep him in the pocket. Don't let him scramble. I don't know that they need to play so much man blitz as much as they have been. But good to see him get home there.
And the Bayside defense there bending and not breaking as they let him get into Bayside territory and then stood him up on 3rd and long that time. As Viera is back to punt there.
Not a great punt.
High kick doesn't go very far. There's the backspin that sets the Bayside Bears up. 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out trots junior quarterback Garrett Lukes to take the helm of the Bayside Bears here on their first drive. Their defense did a good job. Let's see if their offense can capitalize.
Yeah, another backup quarterback here. We'll see how much that changes the offense for offensive coordinator Coach Chris Eves. And see, I would assume they're going to probably try and run the ball a little bit more than they usually do, but we'll see.
Yeah, our player of the game on Monday night was David Larry Francis, the running back. So he had a big game Monday night, and we'll see if they go to that again. 1st down and 10. They're going to give a jet sweep to Michael Parks. Parks, the Iowa State commit, sheds the first tackle. Parks has the edge, but he's not going to be able to get out there. As great pursuit and tackle by number 10, Isaac Hungerbuehler. No gain, 2nd down and 10 coming up.
It was interesting, little wing T look there. You get a double wing, little speed sweep to your best offensive player. I like that. I came from a wing T offense, so anytime I get to see something like that, it's a lost art. Larry Laskowski. Larry Laskowski running the wing T. Yeah.
2nd down and 11 coming up for Bayside now. Luke's under center. Luke's turns, gives to Francis. Francis trying to get around the edge, but a big tackle there by number 22, Seth Hufty. And just like that, it's 3rd and long Bayside as that run game not getting going.
And here's the thing, you're going to want to run the ball, but your offensive line is going to have to help you out too. You can't just say, oh, we're just going to run it. You got to block it up.
Yep.
And you don't want to get yourselves in a 3rd and long situation with a backup quarterback having to throw the ball. So, I wouldn't be surprised to maybe see a run here. Just to kind of ease your backup quarterback into the game, but that would almost be conceding as they go in shotgun here, so maybe they do.
3rd and 11 now for the Bayside Bears at their own 24. Luke's going to drop back for the first time tonight, looking over the top, has a man with a step, but that'll be incomplete. It's overthrown, looking for Logan Churchill, the fullback.
And that's the problem, that you're in 3rd and long. Your backup quarterback's first pass is a seam route to your H-back. If you're going to throw, you'd like his first couple throws to be nice, easy completions, build some confidence. Because if that's like his 5th throw of the game, he probably hits it. instead of overthrowing him a little bit.
Now 4th and 11, just like that, is the first Bayside Bears drive. Nets -1 yards. Now they will be back to punt. Back to return for Viera is Mikey Schmidt. That snap bobbled, gets it off. Nice spiral. As that one,
You got to down it. Takes a Viera
that
bounce.
one's going to bounce back, and it's still bouncing. Luckily, it's fallen on, but now Viera takes over. First down at the Bayside 43. So this is a huge opportunity with field position that if you're Viera, you got to take advantage of. This was part of my key of the game. I mean, it's as part of finishing the drives in the territory. If you're going to start here, might as well finish.
Yeah, I mean, you're getting into beautiful field position. I mean, really, you pick up 1.5 first downs, really. Like a first down here and then maybe 5 more yards. You got to think you're probably in field goal position. You don't want to kick a field goal. You'd definitely rather have the touchdown, but at least, you know, you're in the zone to get points. So, I mean, you just got to capitalize here. Bayside's defense looked pretty good on the last drive, defending most of Viera's offense other than that quarterback run game. So maybe that's something they saw go back to because they were moving the ball pretty well doing that.
Yeah, first down and 10 coming up now for Viera at the Bayside 44-yard line. Gentili and Bubar in the backfield. First down, they give to Bubar. Bubar sheds a tackle. Bubar finds a hole, and that's a good run by Ryan Bubar there. And had to shed a tackle at the line, but after that, he had some space. That was opened up, and that'll bring up a 2nd and about 2 now from the Bayside 36.
And that's uncharacteristic of a Corey Broomfield coach defense there. Adam Kasai, the defensive ends, all 6'7" of them, had a beat on the running back, had him stop for a loss, and didn't bring him to the ground. You usually see pretty good tackling out of a Bayside defense under Broomfield.
2nd down and 2 coming up now for Viera. Gentili drops, going to look for a little bubble screen there. He finds Schmidt. Mikey Schmidt looking for the edge. He'll pick up a Viera first down. And you talk about the easy kind of passes for your backup quarterback. That's what you like to see, a little bubble screen to Mikey Schmidt, and that'll be a Viera Hawk first down.
Bubble screen, they're staying in this man coverage. Usually they run a what we call palms coverage or cover two cover 4. Anyway, in the zone coverage that's typical of this defense, the corner spikes that. And Broomfield's corners are pretty dang good at spiking that. In that man coverage, you end up getting blocked, and they pick up the first down out of it.
First down and 10, Viera at the Bayside 32. So a nice second drive for Viera going on right now. But, hey, that last drive was moving well, too, until in an instant it wasn't. So we'll see if they can keep it up. Gentili, quick throw over the middle of the slant. Nearly tipped. It's hauled in again by his favorite receiver so far, Mikey Schmidt.
And he was the number 3 receiver in that set. That means he's the 3rd receiver from the sideline. They were covering him man up with one of the safeties, and they gave him about a, 10, 12-yard cushion. He's just running a hitch route. All he has to do is take 4 or 5 steps and sit. The ball's right there.
And we got a timeout, water break here with 5:50 to go in the first quarter. Still 0-0, but hey, Viera now first down and 10 inside the Island 9 red zone at the Bayside 17. Speaking of Island 9, I'll give them another shout out here. Island 9 Restaurant is our sponsor for the night, where friends are family, featuring seafood boils, wood smoke, craft burgers, and more. They're located in the Viera Colonnade Shops on the Citadel Way. Call for more information at 321-305-5946 or visit online at www.island-9.com.
Viera with a little life here. Only 5 minutes left in the first quarter. They could get a quick one here after capitalizing on good field position from the punt.
Yeah, their first drive, they moved into Bayside territory, but as I mentioned, it all kind of went out the window in an instant as the Bayside defense stepped up, and now they're in the red zone. First down, Viera at the Bayside 17. A little movement there, they get back.
Yeah, almost caught him slipping.
Here they go, Gentili drops, looking upfield, but doesn't look in front of him, where a Bayside Bear streaks through the line for the sack by number 7, Deshaun Harper.
And that's what you got to do with an athletic quarterback. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him in the pocket. You see it in college. You see it in the pros. What do pro teams want to do against Lamar Jackson? They want to keep him in the pocket. They want to keep him on script. Because the second an athletic quarterback gets off script, that's when bad things happen to a defense. And they kept him in the pocket there, and lo and behold, they get the sack.
2nd and about 14 now for Viera. Outside the red zone now at the Bayside 21. Gentili drops, throws the bubble screen to Mikey Schmidt again to the near side. Schmidt down inside the 10 there with a good catch and run for a gain of about 15. 1st and goal now for Viera at the Bayside 6-yard line.
Yeah, really good block by the split receiver over here. I can't tell if it's 9 or 6, but it was a heck of a block either way. I mean, corner was trying his darndest to get in there and blow that up, and he just rode him right on down and gave his inside receiver an option to
Mikey
bounce
Schmidt has
outside.
had every reception so far tonight from Gentili. Nice connection there. Showing blitz for Bayside. And flag down, throwing it all the way back to the sideline. That'll be a sideline warning on Viera.
Yeah, Staples is almost lined up in the backfield. He's that far up.
I was going to say, they got some coaches all the way out on the field.
And, you know, Jackson, I work with a referee here in Brevard County. I'm not going to disclose his name, but I do work with one. And he told me earlier today, we were talking about games and whatnot, and they're really trying to crack down on coaches being on the field. It's a safety hazard for the players. It's a safety hazard for the coach. It's a safety hazard for the referee, too. I mean, think about it. They're running down on a punt or an interception or something. You can run into somebody, and that's an unnecessary thing that needs to happen.
So with that, just a warning now, that doesn't get them a 1st and goal. Actually, it's 3rd and about 1 or 3rd and about inches for Viera at the Bayside 7-yard line. Gentili turns, gives the boo bar, and the Bayside defense guesses run and gets on him there for no gain or a loss. That'll bring up 4th and short. If you're Viera, do you take the points or do you go for it?
I think if it were me, knowing the woes I've had in the red zone this season, despite who I've played, you're Viera, you typically have a kicker that can make a 20-yard field goal.
They're going for it. 4th down and 1, Viera early in this one. Gentili and Bubar in the backfield. 4th and 1, try and get them to jump here. We'll see if they end up running the play. Bayside's been close to jumping a few times. 4th down and 1, Gentili, and now we got a timeout coming from Viera. Now I think they'll send out the field goal team.
Yeah, I think so too. You don't take a timeout to try and go for it again. At least that's not what I would do.
Timeout. Timeout, Viera. 4:03 to go in the 1st quarter. We will take a quick break here, and we'll be back after this timeout. Welcome back, everybody, live to Bayside, live from Bayside, as it's going to be a 4th and 1 for Viera here at the Bayside 7. And they're still going to go for it. Shane Staples took a timeout. The offense stays out on the field. Trips bunch to the right side here. Bubar and
I have to imagine it's going to be a rollout pass towards this bunch.
4th down.
Oh,
Gentili with the keeper up the middle, and I think he got it there. He got hit right at about the 6. I think he fell forward. And that'll be a Viera Hawk 1st down. And there you have it. You got a backup quarterback coming in. Former wide receiver Dom Gentili. And on a 4th and 1, quarterback draw right up the middle. And that'll be a Viera Hawk 1st and goal from the Bayside 5. Big opportunity here. And a gutsy play by Coach Shane Staples. They don't take the points on the road here early. Gentili throws, slant over the middle, caught, touchdown Viera. And guess who but his favorite receiver, number 16, Mikey Schmidt, with a 5-yard Viera Hawk touchdown to give him the early lead.
Yeah, Bayside's shown double inside blitz several times on that. They're sitting in man coverage, so if you're in man coverage and you're blitzing both of your inside linebackers, you have nobody to help out with that slant. Slant's one of the hardest plays to cover, or pass patterns to cover in man coverage. He gets inside of him, no backer help. There you go, easy 6.
And now back to kick the extra point for the Hawks to try and take a 7-0 lead with 3:40 to go in the first quarter. First quarter. High snap, hold, kick is up and beautifully good. No good. All right, never mind. It was a high kick, but I guess didn't go through the uprights, so The extra point beautifully, no good. And now 6-0, Viera Hawks lead. 3:40 to go in the first quarter. And I said at the start of the drive, Logan, they get that good field position, got to turn into points, and especially a touchdown, and that's what they do there.
Especially in a game like this, it's not exactly going to be a pitcher's duel. Two offenses running with their backup quarterback, so anytime you can get points, especially touchdowns, that's big there.
Palatka leads Space Coast 7-0 early. Cocoa leads Seminole 7-0. That is a huge game for Cocoa. I gave a lot of that on last night's show, but the point is, for me, it's in a sort of fashion a must-win type of game for Cocoa. And leading 7-0 early against the 11th best team in the state, that's a big one for Cocoa, but they're going to have to hold out for all 4 quarters. So that's our little score update so far. And right here from Viera, or from Bayside, Viera leading 6-0 as they get set to kick it off here. As here we go. The lefty there gets us booted down, and what a kick. That one's going to go into the end zone for a touchback. As we got some, that's a good kick there. I mean, touchback in high school, that's always great to have a kicker with that kind of power and ability. So good touchback there by the kicker. And first down now, Bayside at their own 20-yard line. So unlike NFL and college, high school, touchback is at the 20 no matter what, and that's how we'll have it here. First down and 10, Bayside. Their last drive netted -1 yards, no first downs. So they got to fix that here and at least get the ball moving, because now they trail at 6-0.
Keep your backers back, because if you're running man, like just run rock, keep one back.
Luke's in the gun. Luke's will drop back here looking to the near side. That one, great job there chasing that one down, nearly intercepted there.
Yeah, it's a tough throw even for a starting quarterback. And
looks to be Carter Versick there, nearly getting the interception. Yeah, that's a big one. You have kind of like a lurk there, and that ball floats up in the air, and he gets under that. That could have been dangerous.
Well, he's playing cover 2 right there. That's his responsibility. He almost baited the quarterback, kind of snuck inside, knowing he could cover back up there, and came back on, broke on the route very nicely. Very good play by the defensive back.
Second down and 10. The run up the middle by David Francis there, and we got a flag down. And that'll be a gain of about 3 or 4, but again, a flag on the field. Maybe a hold where that flag is positioned. Yeah, it will be a hold on Bayside, so they get some yards there, but it comes back with the hold. That'll bring up 2nd and long now. Yeah, Bayside's got to start getting some yards here. They can't give them away with penalties.
Yeah, that, again, like we said about Viera, you got a backup quarterback in, and we're going to harp on it because that's the reality of the game we're watching right here. You can't give up yards. Now you put yourself behind the chains. It's going to be tough to get 20 yards here.
Second down and 20 for Bayside. Now stuck back, or about a 2nd and 18 at their own 12-yard line. I formation, turn, give to Francis. Francis with space, and he gets back to about the original line of scrimmage for 3rd down and 10.
Here's the problem. You don't have that hold. You got a new set of chains here.
Yep.
Unfortunately, now you're staring down the barrel of 3rd and long.
3rd down and 9 coming up for Bayside at their own 21. And we talked about it on the show last night, the previous show for Bayside. You got to get the quarterback adjusted, get Lukes with some easy passes, but with the same respect, he's got to be able to make some big plays on 3rd and longs like this. You got to see if he can make a play over the middle.
Well, do what Viera did, bubble screens,
yeah.
Little stop routes, like just dink and dunk a little bit and let him get some completions. Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
Lukes rolls out left, finds his man underneath, looking for the sticks, and he'll get there.
There you go. That's a good route to run. Nice, easy rollout. I would have maybe ran it to the wide side of the field, but regardless, they got the first down. Dump it off to your H-back. Nice, easy pass. Build that confidence up.
Logan Churchill on the wheel route. Catch and run for the Bayside. First down. And that's the play you want to see if you're the Bears. Simple route, and then you let the receiver do all the work on that one. And that'll be Bayside's first down of the game.
And I love that Bayside has a fullback. Get them antiquated out there. It's an archaic position, folks, but the fullback's still alive.
First down and 10 now for Bayside at their own 30-yard line. High snap, turn, give. Larry Francis with a hole. He cuts it upfield. Francis luckily tripped up there before he got any farther, but that'll be enough for another Bayside first down.
10th grade, Larry Francis. That was a beautiful cut right there. Reminded me of a former Bayside Bear, Justice Durant, making cuts in the hole like that. Now playing over at Shorter University.
First down and 10, no huddle. Brabham turns, same play. Francis with the same hole. Francis cutting back. Flag down, but Larry Francis runs it down to the Viera 38, but this flag looks to be on Bayside. Today, Francis is a shifty back. And that flag will come on Bayside. So that'll back him up for first and long. Another holding call. These holding calls are killing them. Giving away yards. That was a run for about 20.
Yeah, fortunately, it's from the spot. So, I mean, it's not first and 20. It's only about first and 14, a long 14. But you don't want to have that.
First and 13, Bayside at their own 41 now. We'll see if they stick with the Francis runs.
How about number 1, Michael Parks, locked up man-on-man with 14. That's something they might look at and say, look at him here.
Luke's going over the top. Parks has a step, and he hauls it in. Down the sideline, there is Michael Parks. And that's a big gain inside the Viera 30.
Double move, slant and go. You got him locked up one-on-one. He's an Iowa State commit for a reason. If the field was a half yard wider, he's still running. He'd be by Sebastian by this point, by how fast he runs.
That's a gain of about 30 yards. First down, Bayside of the Viera 30. And they couldn't move the ball in the first drive. Now they're doing it. Minute 40 to go in the first quarter.
That's a confidence-building pass by the young man, Garrett Lukes. He dropped that in a bucket right there. That was a good throw.
First down, Lukes turns, gives to Francis up the middle, but he gets pushed back that time for no gain. Good job by the Viera front there on that one.
I think that was Francis. That was a different back, but we don't have him on the roster, I don't think. It looked like 31.
Yeah, no 31.
That's what it looked like anyway. I don't know.
Interesting. Yeah, that does seem to be a new back. Melbourne leads Palm Bay on our other game of the night, 10-0. And hey, if Melbourne can get ahead of that Palm Bay defense, they can win that game. Luke drops back, fires, caught to the near side, turning up the sideline. That's number 13.
That's Cordero. That's our guy in that Palm Bay game, and he made some highlight plays.
Number 10, Isaiah Cordero.
Yeah, Palm Bay up against a really good Melbourne defense.
Melbourne's leading.
Yeah, I know, but they're going against a very good Melbourne defense that's going to, do some work against that offense of theirs. And, their defense is playing a team that Melbourne can score points. Yep. So it's really going to put the test, and obviously it has early.
Number 13 was the receiver there. Don't have that on my roster.
That's Cordero.
Oh, okay. Third down and 1. Lukes turns, gives. Larry Francis breaks the tackle, and Francis cuts it upfield. And he's going to put him inside the Island 9 red zone. And another Bayside Bears first down on about 6, and that'll put him first down at the Viera 15. Now only 50 seconds to go in the first quarter. First down Bayside inside the Island 9 red zone at the Viera 14. First down Bayside. Luke's in the gun. Play fake to throwing it on the flat, going up for the end zone, reaching.
I think he's in.
Touchdown. Bayside from 15 yards out. Luke's to Churchill.
I'll tell you what, Luke's had Michael Parks on the slant too. Rolling that way as a left-handed quarterback, that's a challenging throw to throw back across on the slant, but I want to say he might have been a decoy knowing that they were leaking him out because he had all kinds of room there for Churchill.
Yeah, Logan Churchill with the 15-yard touchdown reception to tie the game with a PAT can take the lead here with only 26 seconds to go in the first quarter. Here on for the extra point to take the lead. Low snap, they get it up. Kick is up and good. So with that, The kick by Caden Fritzen is good, and the Bayside Bears jump out to a 7-6 lead here with only 26 seconds to go in the first quarter. And hey, I knew this one would be a close game, and early that's what it's looking like.
I didn't think we'd see a lot of scoring. We already got 2 touchdown drives in the first quarter, so look at us getting proved wrong. Oh.
Cocoa leads Seminole 14-8. O'Galley leads Flagler Palm Coast 6-0.
Yeah, O'Galley looking for a big bounce back after that loss against Merritt Island, a game that they certainly should have won. You know, it's weird. It's a Monday night game and Tuesday, whatever it was, but you really want to bounce back because O'Galley's the better football team in that one.
So now Bayside will get set to kick very late in the first quarter, and we will see what Viera can do with this drive. The first 2 drives have both ended in Bayside territory, whether it was a touchdown or a punt. So that's been the 2 sides of Viera, but both of them have ended in the Bayside territory. We'll see if they can do that again here on drive number 3, as that one's going to be a little chip squib there. That one will be received and a fair catch taken.
I don't know about that. Not so sure about that one.
Hancock took the fair catch there. Now Viera takes over 1st and 10 at their own 35.
Yeah, you just had a Viera offense that had good field position and, you know, went down the field and scored. I mean, if you're going to do that, might as well kick it deep, and if it goes out of bounds, it goes out of bounds. You know what I mean? Or squib it up the middle. Just tell the kid, kick it as hard as you can, high up on the ball.
First down, Viera at their own 35. There's the throw to the far side again to Schmidt. Schmidt on the bubble screen, turning it upfield. And that's a solid gain, what you would want on first down from Gentili to Schmidt for a gain of 7. 2nd and 3 coming up for Viera at their own 42.
Has anybody else caught the ball?
No, it has just been Gentili to Mikey Schmidt tonight.
Okay. Yeah.
Want some versatility there. And that is the end of our first quarter here live from Bayside. Touchdown apiece, 7-6. Bayside leads. We will take a break here, and we will be back at the start of quarter number 2. Welcome back, everybody, live to Bayside High School here as the second quarter set to begin. 2nd down and 2 for Viera now. They give Bubar on the carry, but the Bayside defense pushes them back for a loss. And that Bayside front, they're not allowing many designed runs to go anywhere. Just like that, 3rd down and a medium for Viera.
I'll tell you what Bayside's doing. They're slanting away. Their defensive line is slanting away from the running back. Now with a 3-man front, you lose edge. You lose the edge if you do that. If Gentili wanted to pull that because they've got the outside backer dropping into coverage, he could have pulled that and picked up 12 yards.
High snap, flags down. That one waved dead, and that one will be a false start. So it goes from a 3rd and short now to a 3rd and about medium to long with that false start. Not one you want to see.
No, and be interested to see if they try some sort of a screen. I know Viera for a while has been pretty good in the screen game. We haven't seen much of it outside of the bubble screens, but I wouldn't call that like a true screen, like a jailbreak or a slip or anything like that. So be interested to see if we something like that.
3rd down and 7 for Viera now. Gentili steps up, throwing. There's a new receiver. It's hauled in up around the 50 for a Viera Hawk first down. That's Zach Pillow.
And that was a good play design. They had Schmidt, their go-to guy on that bubble. Pillow's running a little curl route right by the sticks, and they bit up on that bubble because of how much they've been throwing it and, kind of baited them into it. Good play design.
First down, Viera at their own 48-yard line off the reception by Zach Pillow. Gentili and Bubar in the backfield once again. Coco and Seminole all tied up 14 apiece. That one will be a high-scoring bout for sure. Gentili drops, throwing over the top, and that one overthrown. You're looking for Schmidt again, but Schmidt's in double coverage there. Not one, probably glad you overthrow it.
Yeah, he's zeroing in on Schmidt there. That's his first read. And, on the last one, I think it was designed to go to Pillow because they knew that they were going to bite up on the bubble. That one, he's zeroing in on him. He's in double coverage. He's lucky something bad didn't happen.
Got to be careful with that. Gentili, a former wide receiver this year for Viera, so, maybe you got some connections with those wide receivers. So, that's an element you got to maybe look at and think about that you might not think of normally with a quarterback, is that different sort of connection you have with a wide receiver.
Right, yeah.
Second down and 10 now for Viera. Trips near side. He's looking for the bubble screen. They'll throw the slant over the middle. That's hauled in for a solid gain. Still fighting there is Quincy Gillens.
He's a good football player. He was really good for him last year. Been quiet this year. Good to see him get involved. He's an absolute dynamic playmaker.
A gain of 6, third down and 4 coming up for Viera. Now back in Bayside territory for the third straight drive to the Bayside 45.
Third and medium here. Playbook's wide open. And they're showing blitz again.
Drops back, throwing to the far side. It's hauled in, turning around at the 6. Got to go upfield, and I don't know if he got there. I think he did.
He got it, yeah. They gave him he stepped up there and then went back. I got to tell you, on third down, they're showing a lot of zero blitz, playing man across the board and blitz in the secondary. But if you're going to do that, your safeties, you might as well play up on them because they're going to kill you on those little out routes, those little easy passes, pick up the first down.
Javon Cooper with the reception for 5. First down, Viera at the Bayside 40. Gentili turns, gives to Bubar, and hey, those design runs, that Bayside front is dangerous, and that is not going anywhere once again. That's a loss of 1. Second and 11 coming up now for Viera.
And I know that Viera is kind of killing them passing the ball, but they're stopping the run so much, you're almost making them one-dimensional, and that could be a good thing for the Bayside defense. Hey, we can just drop 8 in the coverage, make them beat us throwing the ball.
Here's my thought for Viera. If you really want to run the football, run Gentili. Just roll him out and let him run.
Yeah, get him involved. I guess the issue is you're down to your second-string quarterback. You don't maybe want to get him hurt, but
Gentili to Schmidt on the bubble screen. There'll be a flag, and that'll come back whatever amount.
I'm assuming a hold. Could be man downfield, but I think the pass was behind the line of scrimmage, so probably a hold.
For both these teams, if it is a hold, well, we'll see what the call is before I make the comment. Flag's waved off. So flag is waved off. Nevertheless, the catch was for no gain. Second down and 11, or now it'll be third and 11, I believe, for Bayside, or for Viera at the Bayside 41.
Should be. They haven't flipped it yet.
Yeah, they haven't
flipped
it. Should be third down and 11.
It's third down. It's third down.
Yeah, it should be third and 11.
It's third down.
Third down, Viera, Gentili drops, steps up, blitz coming. Somehow sheds the sack. Gentili got to step up. Throwing, oh my goodness. Dangerous throw. You got to just throw that one away. Luckily, he didn't get sacked, but even more lucky it wasn't an interception.
And Viera got lucky there. They didn't change it. They picked up the flag, which would have kept it second down. It should have been third down. On first down, they ran the run play. They didn't get anywhere. They got dropped back. Then on second down, they ran the bubble screen.
Yeah.
They picked up the flag. That should have been third down. This should be fourth down here.
Well, third and 11 now, miraculously for Viera. And you see the Bayside coaches trying to.
And rightfully, he should be upset.
Yeah.
Viera got a free down.
Third and 11 now for Viera. Gentili drops, throws the bubble screen, and that one. Oh, he was watching that one.
And they were in Palms coverage there. He was there to spike the bubble screen, and they're lucky he was looking to make the highlight hit, but boy, did he get a pick 6 there.
Adam Reynolds flying in there, nearly getting the pick. Well, they did get the extra down, which is not great, but hey, for Bayside, they didn't waver that whole time. Now 4th and 11, and for the second time tonight, Viera has to punt from Bayside territory.
And the young man, the receiver, I'm assuming it's Schmidt. He's pretty lucky he didn't catch that.
Yeah.
Because he would have felt that.
Viera getting set to punt. Movement. I don't know if he got back, but the refs don't call it. Great punt there. That one will be a touchback for the Hawks. Bayside will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20 following the touchback. Now for Bayside, this is their opportunity to take the lead. I think it's a solid opportunity here, but you're going to have to drive 80 yards to get there. 8:39 to go in the first half. 7-6, Bayside leads a close one.
They'll fly you off. They'll pick you up and fly you away.
Having a discussion about the mosquitoes down here in Southeast Palm Bay. They're the size of pterodactyls.
Yeah, I felt one of them just at least skim my arm, and I was like,
well, you better check your arm. You might be bleeding.
There's the run up the middle by Larry Francis. That's a gain of about 10, and that will be a Bayside first down.
And Bayside, after that first drive where they couldn't really run it, they've established the running game quite a bit here, and that's good for an offense with a backup quarterback who's shown, hey, I can make a couple throws too.
First down and 10 now for Bayside at their own 30. Luke's in the gun. He'll drop back this time, looking near side. Fires. It's hauled in by Cordero. Bobbled and caught. He'll stay up first time, but the second effort comes in to bring him down after a short gain.
Nice, easy pass. Stay ahead of the sticks. You got 2nd and 7, 2nd and a short 8 maybe.
So that is about a gain of about 2 or 3 there by Cordero. 2nd and long still for Bayside at their own 33, so 2nd and 7. Lukes and Francis back in the backfield. Lukes drops back. Stepping up, firing over the top. Parks with a step, and he hit Parks right in the hands. And that one is dropped incomplete.
You know, for the Iowa State commit, man, that's one he was thinking about end zone there. That was a beautiful throw by Garrett Lukes. Absolutely gorgeous. Couldn't have put it any better on him. Hit him square in the hands. He's got to come down with that. He's running for 6. This time he's going north. He'd find his way up near Mims by the time he got to the end zone.
And hey, Lukes, you can't put it any better. That one is on the receiver. Michael Parks had a step down the middle. Dropped. Now it's 3rd and 7 instead of a possible big gain.
Oh, I think that would have been a touchdown.
3rd and 7, Bayside at their own 33-yard line. Wide receiver switch sides here, Cordero and Parks. Same people in the backfield for 3rd down. Quarterback drops back. Lukes rolling out right, blitz coming. Lukes got to get rid of it, and he will smartly get rid of that one. But that is the drive killer. And that will be a 4th and 7. So Bayside will have to punt again now from their own 33. We're going to go to a break here. Timeout on the field. 7:50 to go in the half. 7-6 Bayside leads.
We're flying solo here. All right, excellent punt by Bayside here. Viera's going to take over around the 37-yard line. You know, Bayside had a good defensive stand there. I mean, you know, they were kind of content letting Viera dink and dunk a little bit, but bowed up when they needed to. They've certainly stopped the run. That's something that Coach Shane Staples is going to have to contend with here on this next drive. We'll see what he comes up with. I'd like to see them get Gentile involved in the running game. He's an athletic quarterback. He's a receiver, really. See what he can do. He looked good on off-script plays, scrambling and getting first downs. Maybe kind of tap into that a little bit here.
First down, Viera now at their own 37-yard line following the punt. Gentili firing over the top, one-on-one, what a throw! And that one's incomplete, and there's a flag down late.
I don't like that.
I don't like
it either. There's no face guarding in high school football. He doesn't have to get his head around. He's not overly, aggressive on the receiver. There was tugging on both the receiver and the secondary. That's good coverage to me.
Yeah.
I don't know how catchable that football was either. That's a bad call in my
pass
opinion.
Interference coming on Bayside, and I'm on the same boat there. I don't fully agree with the call there, and that's unfortunate because I did think that was good coverage. But hey, I do got to compliment Gentili on that throw though. He dropped that in right on the head of where, if there was a reception to be made. But that's where I thought it was great coverage because I thought the ball was thrown perfectly, but wasn't hauled in for that reason.
And the defensive back got his hands up. It's not like he was threw him to the ground or anything. He just didn't turn around. But again, you can face guard in high school.
First down and 10. Viera now at the Bayside 48. Gentili throws a quick slant. Bubble. That one is tipped and intercepted.
And he makes up for it. That's Reynolds on that one. Got the PI. Number 14 gets the pick there on the tip pass, and that's just, that's staying heady. That's not saying, I got tagged for a penalty, I'm going to sulk. Nope, I'm going to go to the next play, and good things come when you do that. Now, Bayside's got an opportunity to capitalize on this.
Big interception for the Bayside Bears. Adam Reynolds with the interception off the tip. They were looking for number 12, Javon Cooper. Through the hands, intercepted. And, well, that's a quick switch now. First down, Bayside at their own 42. That's a mistake you don't want to see by Viera.
And that's not really on Gentili. That's on the receiver. He hit him in the hands. He's got to come down with it. There's
Francis
again.
Turns it upfield there. He finds a gap, and he cuts right up the gap.
They got something in Francis. Let me tell you. He looks a lot like Justice Durant running the football out there. Same build, same speed. Only a 10th grader, too. I'll tell you something. One thing Broomfield's going to do, he's going to play 10th graders. He's going to play 10th grade. If they can help his football team, he's going to play them.
There's a gain of 8, second down and 2. Bayside of the 50. On the Viera side of the 50, if you will. I formation here for Lukes. Lukes turns, gives to Francis up the middle. And that'll be a first down, Bayside. Another good carry there by Larry Francis. And that'll be a Bayside first down in the Viera 46.
They're running the football quite well, and the passing game is there. They just haven't connected. There's been 2 really big plays. The one, Michael Parks caught on the sideline. He stepped out, unfortunately. The other one, that would have been a touchdown for sure.
First down and 10, Bayside at the Viera 46-yard line. That interception proven to be something to look for here for Bayside with the field position. Lukes drops back again. He's looking over the top. He's going to roll out left, throw the comeback route.
Oh, way
and
to
Parks
come back to the ball.
Was in. Great catch there on the sideline. Michael Parks, it's a fundamental skill. Come back to your quarterback.
That's a heads-up play. He was running his go route. He's turned. He saw the quarterback scrambling. He comes back to where the quarterback is, makes it a little bit of an easier pass. Drags his feet, too. That might have been a pro catch. It looked like both of them were in. Great play by the Iowa State commit.
First down, Bayside now to the Viera 33. Now Seminole jumps out to a 21-14 lead over Cocoa. Palatka leads Space Coast 26-0. And O'Galley leads Flagler Palm Coast 13-0. Under center, Lukes in the I formation. Turns, gives Francis trying to get around the edge. Can't shed the tackle, though. And the Viera defense gets on him there for little to no gain. Melbourne leads Palm Bay in the big other game on the Brevard Sports Network, 17-0.
It seems like Palm Bay's defense has finally met their match this season.
I could argue that Melbourne has been their toughest game of the year. This or Harmony.
Certainly.
Yeah,
no, I think it's Melbourne for sure. Melbourne will put up points. They've got playmakers to put points up, and they're testing that defense.
Second down and about 8 now. Lukes drops back, looking over the top. He finds his man coming back, but the receiver slips there, thrown just behind Parks.
He was behind him. If he leads him there, he might not have. He was sitting in that hole. I don't know if even if it was a low pass and he goes down off the catch, you're still looking at maybe 3rd and inches.
Third down and about 8 now for Bayside at the Viera 32-yard line. Astronaut leads Winter Springs 14-0.
How about that? There you go, Astronaut.
Third down, Luke's turns give. Larry Francis has the edge. Francis is going. It won't be a first.
That's the other back.
It'll be close.
That's
wait.
Jason Joseph is the running back there. He's not on our sheet, I don't think, but that is the name that we have just been given. Is Jason Joseph was the running back on that one.
A good run there by Joseph, and hey, being mistaken for Francis is a good thing there as he ran just like him, and that was a good run by Joseph.
It was a darn good run.
And
4th and short.
We'll get a Viera timeout here ahead of the 4th down where Bayside's going to look to go for it here.
Oh, that's the right move. I would too.
4:54 to go in the half. 7-6 Bayside leads. Got a timeout here. We'll talk about our sponsor, Island 9 Restaurant, where friends are family, featuring seafood bowls, wood-smoked craft burgers, and more. Located in the Viera Culinage Shops on Citadel Way. Call for more information at 321-305-5946 or online at www.island-9.com. 9 in Roman numerals, that is IX. So this is going to be a big 4th down for Bayside, assuming they choose to go for it. Score is 7-6 Bayside, 4:54 to go. 4th down and short, 4th and 2. Luke's under center. Francis in the backfield. They turn and give. Francis bounce outside. Larry Francis, 1st down and more, cutting up inside the 10-yard line. And a huge gain by Larry Francis, about a gain of 20. 1st down Bayside inside the Island 9 red zone, and 1st and goal to go for Bayside to the Viera 6. Man, Larry Francis, David Francis, they call him Larry, and that's a big run there on 4th and short, bouncing it outside. Now 1st and goal, Bayside at the Viera 6. Under center again, Lukes gives. Francis cutting it upfield. Francis just short of the goal line there. And we got flags down after the play. Flags at the conclusion of the play there in the pile. Always hard to tell who that would go on. That would put him at the 1. I believe I saw a flag.
If it puts him at the 1 and it's on Viera, if it is on Viera, that's they might have picked it up, I guess, because they're calling
here it is.
down. Oh, wait a minute.
Personal foul on Viera.
That should be a reset. Yeah, it should be 1st down here, though. No? Should be first down, not second. That should give them a new set of downs. That should be, unless they may have declined it.
Well, it still would have been at the 1, most likely.
It would have negated the play.
Yeah. 2nd down and 1. Lukes with split backs here. Turns, gives to the up man, the fullback, and he can't get in there. I mean, now that is 3rd and goal.
That was a dangerous stretch there. He tried to stretch it there at the end. You don't want to do that when you're the only Bayside player in that area.
Yeah, good point, Caleb. Caleb says, our producer Caleb says, tried to I think one of those mosquitoes flew down my throat. He tried to stretch the ball out there, and that's a recipe for disaster. All it takes is one little flick, and that ball can pop out.
Interesting. The downsman keeps it at 2nd, so maybe they just didn't change it to 1st. I don't know.
Well, now he's calling make it 3rd down.
I don't know.
To me, I think it should have been a replay of 1st down if it was a dead ball foul, which he called as a dead ball foul, right?
Yeah, it was a personal foul in the pile. The downsman's keeping it 2nd.
It makes a difference if it's the white hat's holding 3. There we go. If it's a
3rd
dead
down
ball,
and goal. Here they go. Lukes turns, gives. Larry Francis diving for the end zone, and he's in. Touchdown Bayside from 2 yards out. Larry Francis gets it in for the score. And, man, Francis has had a big impact so far, and he gets on the board for the Bears now with 3:39 to go in the half.
Yeah, I'm glad they rewarded him. I mean, he got you down there, and then I get it. Give it to the fullback on first and goal. He doesn't get it. Give it to the guy that got you down there. Don't let somebody touchdown vulture him. Let his fantasy score go up, you know?
Now here comes the extra point for Fritzen. This would put him up by 8. High snap brought down. Fritzen kick up and good. And just like that, with 3:39 to go in the first half, Bayside jumps out 14-6. They lead. Oh, and there's a roughing the kicker on Viera too. So that'll be enforced on the kickoff. So roughing the kicker on the extra point too.
I don't think it was the kicker that fell over, but they called it roughing the kicker. It was big 6'7" Adam Kasai, the wing, somehow got knocked over in the backfield, and hey, you know, flop, it works, you know.
Guess what? You got the call. You did your job as a kicker.
Yeah, there you go.
As a kicker, your job is to put points on the board when you're called upon, and then if you can get the team 15 extra yards.
Well,
There you
with
go.
that, it was a roughing, not running into, so that'll be 15 yards.
Well, I haven't
So
marked
now
it off
Bayside,
yet. And they're
that's
telling them to move up to the 45.
Bayside will kick off from the Viera 45.
If it's me here, I'm onside kicking this.
Yeah.
Eh,
What do you have to lose?
You have nothing to lose. Even if it goes 10 yards, they're getting it at the 35-yard line. That's where they'd get it if you kicked it out of bounds. Best case scenario, you recover it.
Yeah. Now, and they're sitting back at that 10-yard mark. Viera.
I'd put it right in between the number 2 and that guy in the middle. Just right there.
Something to keep note, Bayside gets the ball to start the second half, so if
Ooh.
theoretically if they could get this conversion.
They're shifting around here. This looks like an onside kick. Bayside, or nope, never mind. I was looking at the wrong guy.
If I know Broomfield, he might.
Here we go to kick. Fritzen. The short field.
Yep,
They will
there you go.
onside it. That gets 10.
And the kicker
Bayside got
the
it.
kicker recovered it.
Pat McAfee did.
Yeah, he sure did.
That was perfectly executed by Caden Fritzen and Bayside football.
Kickers are athletes too, baby.
The brand.
For the brand. Excellent coaching decision there. Excellent coaching decision there. That is the right idea. You have them backed up right there. What are you going to do? Kick it? You got an opportunity there to steal one before you go into halftime where you get the ball. Make them pay for the
Penalty.
rough and the kicker, the penalty. That's
And
the
then-
right idea, and Viera wasn't prepared for it, right? Smart coaching decision by Coach Broomfield. there.
Perfectly dropped. I agree. They had to put it right in the middle of that seam, and Viera didn't press up on the ball. They waited for it to go 10 also. It looked like they were both watching it.
Well, they had that guy drop back, and he continued to drop. Now
Luke.
you take your shot.
Luke's dropping back. Blitz coming strong. Luke's can't get out of there, and that's a big loss by the Viera Hawks.
You know,
Pressure in there.
You got time. Run it. Running the ball's been really good for you. Now
Logan Keith and others in there on the sack.
you put yourself behind the 8 ball. First, I get the idea. You got a big play, take a shot. I get it. Oh,
And there's a flag down. Another flag.
we're
And
going to
this
get an
looks to be
unsportsmanlike.
unsportsmanlike on Viera. And you get a big sack like that, you cannot have that.
Yeah, and that resets the downs. And I think when the Bayside players were walking back to the huddle, I think the Viera players said something that wasn't so nice, and the referee heard them. And now you give better field position for Bayside and a new set of downs after that huge sack. That's
Shane-
shooting yourself right in the foot.
Shane Staples out there to talk about it. Shane Staples is a coach that likes to get it.
Why is that not a first down?
Shane Staples all the way out on the field. He's going to go get his player personally. And, well, is that not an automatic first down?
It should be.
The downs tonight,
Why is it not? I don't under. Okay, he's holding it up as a first down
okay,
now.
should be first down, Bayside.
They've got to move it though. They haven't moved it. It's still listed as second down and 5. It should be a first down and 10.
Well, this should be first down. Larry Francis finally, the Viera front, going to stop him from getting anywhere.
This is like the 5th time that they have messed this up. This should be second down and
Now
whatever.
it says 3rd down and 8. Look at the downsman says 3rd and 8 or 3rd and 6.
It should be 2nd down.
Yeah, this is Satellite trailing 28-0 in a homecoming game.
It should be 2nd and 9 right now.
Seabury's coming to town there, and that's a big game for Satellite, and I believe Parker Dawson is starting at quarterback for the Scorpions. Unofficial information there, but low snap. Francis will just fall on it.
This should now be 3rd down.
Now this should be 3rd and long. Well, Downsman says, nope, it's 4th down.
I don't.
Timeout, Bayside, 2:10 to go in the 2nd quarter. Bayside leads Viera 14-6. It's either 3rd or 4th and 11. We'll tell you after this break.
Well, it should.
Welcome back, everybody, live. It's listed as 4th down, but Bayside is going to go for it. 4th and 11. Bayside at the Viera 34. Luke stepping up, throwing the sticks. It's caught inbounds by Michael Parks, but that is going to be short of the line to gain. 1st down, Viera at their own 25-yard line, so they get the stop there to the near sideline. I feel like Bayside got slighted there.
We're not down there. Who knows? I don't know. Regardless, now you couldn't capitalize on it, but you took some time off the clock though. Now Viera offense, it's kind of sputtering here, so
it was a good throw by Luke's too. He seems like he's coming into a rhythm here with his passing. Didn't get far enough for the first though. Now it's 1st down, or according to the downsman, it's 4th and 10. Should be 1st down.
correct.
1st down and 10. Schmidt in motion. Gentili rolls left,
no.
stepping up, throwing deep, wide open, blown coverage. It's caught, running down the sideline, 30, 20, one man to beat, and he will beat him. Touchdown, Viera. 75-yard touchdown, Dom Gentili to Zach Pillow for a 75-yard Viera Hawk touchdown.
Just an absolute breakdown in coverage there. I don't know, corner bit, somebody bit. There was no safety help over the top. I mean, pretty easy touchdown pass when you got your top receiver running down the sideline with nobody around him. And fortunate play by Viera, and they right back in this football game. You got to imagine they're going to go for 2 here and try and tie it up.
They should. And that was a big one, too. He had one man to beat. It was a foot race, and he stayed on his feet, didn't get shoestring tackled there around the 10. Zach Pillow from Dom Gentili for the 75-yard Viera Hawk touchdown. Cuts the lead, Bayside's lead, to 2 here with 1:52 to go in the first half. And Viera will go for 2 here to try and tie the football game. Gentili and Bubar in the backfield for the tie. Gentili rolls right. Gentili's going to look to take off, I think. Don Gentili extends it, and he runs it in for the Viera Hawk 2-point conversion. That's what I'm saying. The pass game is going well. Obviously, you can see that there, but Gentili's great with his legs, and there you see him tie the game up with it, 14-14.
Yeah, smart decision to roll him out of the pocket instead of keeping it, he's not a drop back passer. If you drop back and they start cage rushing, they're going to bad things are going to happen. Go ahead and design him out of the pocket. Get him out of the pocket. He's throwing the ball halfway decent. I mean, good adjustment by Viera there, and what a swing. What a swing for Bayside.
14-14 with under 2 minutes to go in the first half. And we got a game here. Cocoa still trails 21-14 at halftime. Melbourne leads Palm Bay 17-0. Satellite trails Seabreeze 28-0. Viera cheerleaders doing the push-ups. 14 push-ups over there. And they don't have a board. They're just doing them on their other cheerleaders. Can't be easy. Now Viera set to kick off here. Under 2 minutes to go. We'll see if Bayside tries to run a 2-minute drill. If they run out the clock, they get ball after half. So we'll see what Coach Broomfield sends his Bears out to do here. Nice boot there, end over end. And Bayside will return it here from the 5. Cutting it upfield. Up the middle, there's space. He's still on his feet. 1 man to beat, and he gets brought down by the kicker.
Yeah,
and there's a flag down at the end of the play. A lot of flags.
Well, I think the original one was for a horse collar. I don't know what the late ones are unless they were just slow on the trigger for the horse collar or what. But
Albert Brown with a nice return for Bayside there. Hey, the 1 man to beat was the kicker. Another great play by a kicker tonight.
Yep,
there will be the horse collar tackle on Vieira, though.
And
so
now, if you're Bayside, you can press this.
Yeah,
You're
now
minute 40
you're
left.
definitely not running the clock.
You're on the other side of the 50-yard line now. Now you go for 6.
Great starting position for Bayside. 1st and 10 of the Viera 45. Minute 41 to go. Yeah, if you can get some points on the board for Bayside and then extend that lead to start the second, you'd be in good shape. Luke's stepping up, throwing with the comeback route to Parks. Parks gets out of bounds after a gain of 5. Good
Smart
play on first down.
Smart play to get out of bounds as well. If you're going to dink and dunk like that, you got to be able to get out.
Yeah, I agree. I believe they do.
They definitely have one.
Second down and 5, Bayside at the Viera 40. Lukes drops back, surveying, stepping up over the top. Parks has a step again, and it's caught. Michael Parks dragging the defender.
Oh my gosh.
And that is a gain of 37. 1st and goal.
Slow it down
Bayside at the Viera 3.
Now you can slow it down. Take your time and bleed that clock.
Parks hauls it in that time, and he drags the defender nearly all the way to the end zone.
The worst that happens here, you come away, well, not the worst, but if you play this right, the worst that could happen is you come away with a field goal. I mean, kicker's kicking well. This is essentially an extra point. So,
I formation again down here at the goal line. Luke's under center. Luke's turns, gives. Larry Francis cuts it up, and he is untouched in for the Bayside touchdown. Larry Francis with his 2nd touchdown of the night. Touchdown, Bayside. And touchdown, Larry Francis. 1:09 to go in the first half. They get great field position, and they execute almost immediately there. Touchdown, Bayside. That is Larry Francis from 3 yards out to put him ahead 20-14.
and shout out to AB on the kick return there. Kind of led that to happen. You don't know what you're doing, if that kickoff return doesn't happen, and then you get the penalty as well. That really set that drive up. It allowed you to be aggressive, and then that big pass to Michael Parks, that allowed you to be conservative again.
Fritzen to kick the PAT. Up and good. And now with a minute to go in the first half, Bayside leads Viera 21-14. Now Viera has a decision to make. I think they should go for a score before half to try and match it before Bayside gets the ball right back.
Well, I know it was a blown coverage on the last drive, but they scored pretty dang quickly then, so wouldn't be a bad idea to try and press it.
Atlantic and Titusville all tied up 7-7.
Which Atlantic is that? Is that the Volusia County one, or is that the down south one?
I
hate to put you on the spot
no,
there.
I know the answer. It's just lapsing me.
What color? What are their colors?
Blue. It's like the Sharks, I believe.
I think that's the. I think that might be the Volusia County one. Maybe, I don't know. Not that it matters. I just was curious. Put him on the spot there, didn't I?
I know the answer. I just forgot it. I knew it last night. We were talking to,
Nice
I believe
kick.
it was athletic director at Calvary Chapel about the game tonight. Good return here now for Viera. Zach Pillow, but great coverage by Bayside as they stop them inside their own 15. So now for Viera, they're going to need some big plays in quick succession. First down, Viera at their own 12.
Yeah, Bayside with quite a bit of momentum right here to close out the half. I know we still got a minute 2 left, but that was really good kick coverage after a huge drive to go back ahead. And they scored in what? I don't know, like 40 seconds?
Yeah. Minute 2 to go in the half. First down, Viera at their own 12, trailing 21-14. As we got a great game here on the Brevard Sports Network here at Bayside. Gentili alone in the empty set. 4 receivers to the near side, bunch formation, 1 split wide. First down and 10, Gentili immediately rolls right. Pump fakes, and he gets sacked.
That's
Great
44,
tackle.
Brock Eden.
Brock Eden with the shoestring sack there, and we got a timeout. Timeout Bayside. With 50 seconds to go in the first half, Bayside takes a timeout. 21-14 they lead. And maybe they're trying to possibly get the ball back again before half.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That Broomfield is certainly wants to get the ball back again.
Timeout Bayside here. I'd like to thank our great sponsor again tonight, Island 9 Restaurant, where friends are family, featuring seafood bowls, wood smoke craft burgers, and more. Located in the Viera Colonnade Shops on Citadel Way. Call for more information at 321-305-5946 or visit online at www.island-9.com. Thanks, Island 9, for sponsoring tonight. Bring you this great game, great action here at Bayside. It's a close one, and you know, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. I expected Viera to come out and give him a run. And I also expected Bayside to come out and put up some points. Second down and about 13 now for Viera. Back to their own 11. Gentili again in the empty set. Drops quick bubble screen there to Mikey Schmidt. Schmidt with blockers getting down the sideline. Schmidt cutting back. And that's a solid gain of about 8.
He doesn't get out of bounds there. You know?
3rd and 5. The clock's going to run here. And now we got timeouts. I believe these might be Bayside timeouts.
I think they might be too. And I don't hate the decision either. You got a 3rd and 5 here and 35 seconds. You got to stop here. I mean, well.
Timeout Bayside. And I
Clock
think that's
might
their
run,
last.
yeah.
I think that's their last timeout of the half here with 35 seconds to go. 21-14 Bayside leads. Viera is facing a 3rd down and 5 from their own 20. So here we have 3rd and 5 coming up for Viera at the end of the first half right now, and see what the Hawks decide to do. I believe Bayside is out of timeout, so you may just run the ball here. We'll see what Viera does.
Yeah, I mean, it's clear Bayside wants to get the ball back. I just don't think they have the time to do it. All you got to do is I don't think Bayside has any more timeouts left, and so all you got to do is run a play here.
Good news for Bayside is still get the ball after half. That's non-negotiable.
Yeah, they're going to take a knee, I think, with how far back that up man is.
3rd down and 5 here at their own 20. 35 seconds to go in the half, and there will be a knee from Gentili. And that will bring us to the end of the first half here from Bayside High School. A good one here so far, a good mix of offense and defense. The Bayside Bears lead the Viera Hawks 21-14. Bayside will receive to start the second half. And now for halftime, we are going to do nothing. And you will, I believe, see the homecoming celebration here for Bayside on your screen. So stay tuned for that and the second half coming up. Bayside leads at 21-14.
The Bayside band is getting ready to perform. We've unplugged our equipment, and we'll allow you to listen. And I will zoom out so you can see the whole field of the band, as much as the lens can take. So as soon as they get playing, I will shut up, as you probably are telling me to now. Or homecoming festivities, whichever one happens first. As long as there's no music coming from the speakers, I will leave it unplugged and allow everyone to see all the festivities.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us for Bayside 2022 Homecoming Celebration. Before we begin the introduction of our homecoming candidates, student government would like to take this opportunity to recognize all the people who helped make this week's events a success. A special thank you goes out to our principal, Ms. Sanders, the Bayside administration, our athletic director, Mr. Sherrill, and our amazing custodians. Without their work, none of this would be possible. Also, a thank you goes out to Mr. Lyes, the student government advisor, and all of the officers and members of SGA. They have dedicated their time to make sure this year's homecoming events are unforgettable. Assisting us in tonight's halftime festivities are Bayside High School NJROTC under the leadership of Lieutenant Commander Fennick and Sergeant Major Gabriel Macias. Providing our halftime music is Bayside's amazing marching band playing Celestial Navigation under the direction of Mr. Elias. And now, it's time to introduce the 2022 Prince and Princesses. Our freshman class prince is Xavier Jones. And the freshman princess is Riley Colagan. Our sophomore class prince is Darius Zone. And the sophomore princess is Jasmine Anderson. Our junior class prince is Garrett Luke's. And the junior princess is Danielle Placeres. Sophomore class prince is Darius Zone, and the sophomore princess is Jasmine Anderson. Junior class prince is Garrett Luke's, and the junior princess is Danielle Placeres. Bianco and Tony Geiger. Brianna was nominated by Bayside Varsity Cheerleading. After graduation, Brianna will attend UCF where she will study architecture. Tony was nominated by Bayside's Hope Ambassadors Club. After Bayside, Tony will continue with Bayside's last program. Set in Jacob Hansen. Megan was nominated by Bayside's team introduction. After graduation, Megan will attend film school and begin a career in the film industry. Jacob was nominated by Bayside's JROTC. After Bayside, Jacob will be listed. By Bayside's varsity basketball team. After Bayside, Terrell will attend college and study in the field of mechanical engineering. Amanda Roy and Chase Perry. Amanda was nominated by Bayside's football team. After graduation, Amanda will attend college before beginning a career as a neurosurgeon or pediatric nurse. Chase was nominated by Bayside varsity cheer team. After Bayside, Chase will attend UCF where he will pursue a degree in film. Kylie Williams and Hayden Williams. Engineering and then pursue a career as a race car driver in four-wheel drive. The 2021 homecoming queen, Sierra Lee, is back to crown our 2022 queen. To announce the 2022 finalists for homecoming court. The first runner-up for King is Tony Geiger. Williams. And now, for your homecoming king and queen. Bayside's 2022 homecoming king is Chase Perry. Bayside's 2022 homecoming queen is Brianna Bianco. homecoming court will be escorted around the track by the Space Coast Mustang Club.
Space Coast Mustang Club.
Again, let's give everybody a round of applause. Your 2022 homecoming court. Thank you, everybody, for celebrating with us tonight.
I hope you all have enjoyed the homecoming proceedings here from Bayside High School. All right, we're gonna mute the mics. If the band starts playing, we will unmute them and allow you all to listen to the band. We'll be back with second half action in a few minutes.
back, everybody, live to Bayside High School here. 21-14, the Bears lead the Hawks in a great game so far through one half. The Bayside Bears set to receive the second half. Remember, Viera jumped out 6-0 lead, then it was 7-6 Bayside, 14-6 Bayside, 14-all, now 21-14 Bayside leads. And, you know, both these backup quarterbacks, I got to say, Logan, they seem to be stepping up into their roles nicely. I haven't seen that many since probably the first quarter ill-advised throws.
There really hasn't been many. I mean, it's turned into a little bit of a pitcher's duel, which was unexpected. The only interception between the two of them came off of a tip pass where really it was on the receiver and not Gentili. So, you know, see if that carries over again into the second half.
And Viera will kick it away, and we are underway in the second half. Bayside's going to return it from the goal line. We'll see how this one goes. It's going to be a long return, and they're not going to get it far, not even up to the 20. First down, Bayside at their own 17, and there you wonder if he should just let that one bounce.
Yeah, he might have, but, you know, he's a big-time player. That was Parks there. Big-time players want to make big-time plays. He saw his buddy A.B. return a long one. Maybe he wanted to give it a try.
First down, Bayside at their own 17. They lead by 7. This would be a big drive to start the second half if they could take a 2-possession lead. If not, we'll see if Viera can respond. Either way, first down and 10. Bayside at their own 18-yard line.
And this has kind of been the story for Bayside. They jump out, they play really strong in the first half, and then they let teams creep back into it in the second half. So we'll see if Bayside can put together a whole performance here in the second half.
First down and 10. Bayside, Lukes drops back, throwing the wheel route, finds Francis. Larry Francis cuts upfield through defenders, and that is a gain of about 7. Second and 3 coming up for Bayside at their own 25.
Just the burst, the change of pace out of Francis. I mean, he caught that ball. There were 2 defenders converging on him, and he split it like the sea, man. He just went right through him. That was crazy.
Second down and 3. Bayside at their own 25. Lukes and Francis in the gun again. Turn, give again. Larry Francis, he tries to bounce it outside there. Had a little space, but he tripped, stumbled, and that'll end up being no gain. Now third down and 3 for Bayside at their own 25. Third down early here. What do you do if you're the Bears?
Well, they're bringing Francis out of the game. They're going with the other young man. He ran the ball hard, too. I want to go back to that last play. I think Francis, if he would have just stuck his nose in the hole, he wouldn't have got the first, but it would have been a lot closer than what it is now.
Francis seems a little shaken up on the sideline, but he has walked off under his own power. Third down and 3, Bayside at their own 25. Lukes on third and 3. He'll drop back. Try and look it over the top. Come back. It's Parks. And that'll be a first down for Bayside on a gain of 10 by Michael Parks.
Heady play design by offensive coordinator Chris Eves. He saw what coverage they were sitting in. He knew there would be a soft spot in the zone. If you saw Lukes turn back to the offensive coordinator and look for the play, they changed it. They knew there was going to be that soft spot. They told Michael Parks, hey, go sit in that soft spot. That's why Luke's kind of double clutched, waited for him to sit in that spot and just delivered.
And when I saw it, I don't know if it was the design route or something that Parks decided to do, but it looked like he was running a post route. But on that cut to the post, he did a curl. Here's the run by the back here, and he gets thrown down for a big loss there.
That's going to come back even further. I think might have a hold.
Flag on the play, and they're motioning towards Bayside. Holding coming on Bayside here, so that'll back him up even farther on the initial loss.
It's like the third holding penalty on Bayside, too. You got to clean that up. Close game like this, only a 1-possession game. You can't give up free yards like that. No, they
trying to remember the young man's name we were provided with for the running back.
It was Josh something. I don't remember. I can't remember the last name.
Me neither.
Viera elects to decline the penalty.
Down marker says first down, so
we're rolling with it.
So I don't know what down it is. Now it goes to second down. Luke stepping up, throwing to the near side. Dangerous throw into coverage there as he got hit as he threw. That one will be incomplete. That'll bring up third and long.
That looked a little pass interference-y to me. He kind of and the defensive back has a right to the football, but you can't sling the receiver down to go get the ball.
O'Galley leads Palm Coast 16-0. Astronaut leads Winter Springs 21-0. And Heritage leads Sebastian River 10-0. So a lot of zeros across from Brevard County teams tonight.
No lack of points here.
No. Third down and long now for Bayside. Luke's high snap turns, gives to the back there. That is not Francis. Short gain though. And now Bayside will be forced to punt on their first drive of the second half. Now Viera gets their shot to try and tie the game here as Bayside will punt it from their own 35.
Yeah, and I think they were kind of playing for the punt there. I mean, third and long. See if you can get something with a run. You've been running the ball well. If not, we'll go ahead and lick our wounds and punt.
Low snap, bouncing, got to get the punt off, nearly blocked. Still a good punt, even with the circumstance, into a mosh pit of players, and that one rolls perfectly for Bayside, and that'll be down. First down, Viera will take over for their first drive of the second half at their own 21, and a great job it's been by Dom Gentili, stepping up from wide receiver to quarterback tonight in for the inactive Chase Cromartie, and also the running back Ryan Bubar coming in, but that run attack has not really been there, but Gentili's been extending these plays, and Mikey Schmidt has had a huge workload at wide receiver, but he started to find some new wide receivers here toward the end of the first half, and some of those went for big gains.
Yeah, they started rolling him out of the pocket, too. I'd be interested to see if they stick to that idea. I think it's a good thought process. Get your athletic guy out on the edge. That way, if nothing's there, you've already got a lane to run.
First down and 10. Viera at their own 21. Gentili alone in the backfield. Like to run this bunch. 4 receivers to the near side. That's the bubble screen format, and that was nearly an interception by Adam Kasai. Incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and we almost got to see a big man touchdown there. If he caught that, he's going for 6. And by big man, he is a big man. I've said it once, I'll say it again. He's about 6'7", playing that defensive end position.
He is all of that 6'7".
Big kid.
And with that one, I mean, the problem with the bubble screen, it's a good bubble screen, but the issue I see with it is the formation is very recognizable. They run 4 receivers on a bunch to the near side when they do it. Seems like Bayside's starting to sniff it out. Now they have a trips to the near side. Gentili turns to the far side. Hauled in, sheds the first tackle, and he's going to carry the second tackler for a Viera first down. Quincy Gillens with the Viera first down now up around their own 35-yard line.
And Gillens might be your most dynamic athlete if you're Viera, so I think they're going to try and give him the ball quite a bit more. I think he only had 1 or 2 touches in the first half. First one of the second half goes for a first down.
Cocoa Beach leads Cornerstone Charter 28-0. As Coach Ben Waldrop tries to keep that shutout streak alive over there at Cocoa Beach. And the win streak with that. First down and 10, Viera at their own 32-yard line. Gentili play fake. Give. There is Ryan Bubar with a big run for a gain of about 17. First down, Viera. And that's the first time Bubar has even been able to make it past the line of scrimmage. Yeah. And that's a major move for them to get that running attack involved.
Bayside's made some adjustment with their defensive line. They've spread them out a little bit more. It looks like this backside defensive lineman here, the guy to the field, Kasai, he's out in almost like a 9 technique as opposed to a 4 technique, what you ordinarily see head up on the tackle in a 3-man front.
First down and 10, Viera at the stripe of the 50-yard line. Quarterback dropping back here. Gentili stepping up in the pocket. The blitz is too much, and that'll be a sack, but only a loss of about 2. So Gentili nearly got away from it, but the pressure was too much there on first.
Nice sack by 52, Chase Perry, the homecoming king tonight. Just one homecoming king Chase Perry did. Congrats to him, and congrats on the sack, Chase.
Second down and 11, so a sack for a loss of 1.
I'll tell you something about Chase. I coached Chase when I was coaching here, and I wanted to pull him up to varsity when he was a sophomore. He's just a hard-working kid. You know, Broomfield, he'll bring sophomores up. Hard-working kid. I mean, not the biggest defensive lineman out there, but he's strong, he's agile, and he's going to bust his tail. And made a play there.
Second down and 11, Viera. Gentili blitz coming again, and he's wrapped up and brought down for another sack, and that's Kasai. And that one is a loss of 4. 3rd down and 15, or 3rd and 14 coming up for Viera back at their own 46.
Guys, I want you to, and guys, by guys, I mean you guys and as well viewers at home, key in on number 2. He's playing the defensive end closest to us here. He just made that sack, Kasai. Watch him come off the ball. This is an obvious passing down. He's going to be pass rushing here. Watch his get off. When you got a 6'7" player that can move like that, you've got yourself something. I think he's only a junior too.
And we got whistles here in the Viera Hawk. Timeout coming with 6:32 to go in the 3rd quarter. Bayside still leading Viera 21-14. This is a 3rd and 14 coming up for Viera at their own 46, and Coach Shane Staples wants to talk it over. Welcome back, everybody, out of the timeout. 3rd down and 14 for Viera at their own 46-yard line. Empty set, 5 wide here for Dom Gentili. Blitz coming. Gentili rolls out right, looking to throw. He's going to tuck and run. Gentili with that break speed, and that'll be a Viera first down. I think he was down, but the ball comes out. It's scooped up by Bayside. Nope, and they're saying he was down. I agree. Gentili with a big run there on 3rd and 14, and he gets it up for a Viera first down. As of now, I believe, and I agree with the call that he was down on the field. Bayside is going to try and argue it.
Well, I get trying to argue it, but there's no replay.
So.
You're not going to win that, bud.
I watched the delay.
Yeah.
The ground caused
Yeah, I agree. Good job on your instant replay. First down and 10 off the 16-yard run. Play fake, and the keeper here again by Gentili.
Oh.
But that time he's brought down for a big loss by number 21, Mikey Gills.
Way to run the alley. He read that all the way. Saw it was the zone read. It was the right read to keep, but when you have a safety that can run the alley like that, you...
2nd and 16 coming up for Viera at their own 45, or at the Bayside 45. O'Galley leads Palm Coast 22-0. Rockledge leads Carrollwood 7-0. Rockledge and Carrollwood day game should be an interesting one. I think that was late scheduled. I don't think it's on our BSN game slate even. Gentili throwing on the run, and that one had a man open. He's looking for
15.
Schmidt, but he misses him there just off the mark. Now it's 3rd and another long play, 3rd and 16. We'll see what Viera does.
And you probably saw number 4, Albert Brown, blitz on that play. It wasn't a blitz. What you teach your inside linebackers, especially in a 3-4 scheme, is when a quarterback rolls out like that, you bomb him. You send one right at him. And the other inside backer has to make up for that. He's got to drop into where he vacated. You're adding to the rush. The other backer did not do that, and that's why you had the guy that was wide open there.
Here's what I think you do if you're Viera. I think you roll out Gentili, because last time 3rd and 15, he can run, and you saw it there. He's got break speed. He'll roll out at a modest speed, but when he wants to go, he goes.
Yeah, absolutely.
3rd down and 16, man in motion.
Might be the same play.
And
you
that'll be a
false start.
Flag down, and this is back him up far if it's on Viera, and it is. False start Viera. Now that's 3rd and 21, all the way back to the 50.
They were going to run that same play. They were motioning over to trips. I think they were going to run that exact same play. That last play, that was the only time we've seen a motion from doubles to trips.
And now I think you might have to commit to the pass here unless the pocket collapses.
Oh, yeah, I think you drop back, and if it's not there, let your athlete at quarterback run the ball.
3rd down and 21 for Viera.
They might
at
try
the
and go at
50.
it again. 12 looks like it, yep.
There they go in motion again. High snap, Gentili rolling right. Sets his feet, rolling back to the other side. Gentili creating space, getting chased out, has a man, and a little too high for Pillow. And that'll bring up a 4th and 21 where Viera will be forced to punt.
And that was that same play that they ran before where Mikey Schmidt was open because the backer didn't drop on him, and he didn't drop again. That's probably why they ran that same play. Schmidt was wide open. He would have had the first down.
And now 4th down, and this one was my key for Viera, finishing these drives. They've gotten into Bayside territory, if I'm not mistaken, every single drive tonight. 2 touchdowns to show so far.
Well, they've gone backwards a number of times, too. And that'll,
High snap on the punt, whistles it dead.
you're gonna get a
Flag's on this side of the
offsides.
field, so that'll be an offsides. Still 4th and 16. I expect a punt.
Oh, yeah. Punt this.
Now 4th and 16 for Viera at the Bayside 45. But out of all those drives, they've at least punted 3 times from Bayside side of the field.
Yeah, and ordinarily I would advocate going for it if you're on their side, but not when it's 4th and 16. You know,
Snap.
go for it then.
Good punt there, end over end, bouncing down towards the sideline, and it'll bounce out. No, stays in, right down around the 15. So now Bayside will take over for their second drive of the half. First down, Bayside at their own 15-yard line here. Bayside leading. I think ideally the perfect drive here if you're Bayside. Touchdown. Waste the rest of this third quarter out. Only 5 more minutes.
Drive it down. Get back to the running game. It served you well in the first half. Make them prove that they can't stop the running game. And, drive your way down the field. It looks like we're not going to see Larry Francis back out there. It looks like the other young man is coming out.
One of the plays, Francis walked off under his own power, but immediately kneeled down on the sideline. Seemed a little bit shaken up, so don't know if it was anything severe, but they're in I formation here. There's the run to the back there for no gain there as he slid down there.
We're going to have another back come in that is not Francis. This is going to be Anthony Lockett coming in, number 28. And Francis is standing there next to the running back coach. I wonder what's going on.
Cocoa Beach leads Cornerstone Charter 35-0. Seminole leads Cocoa 29-14. Tigers trailing here in a game they really would like to win to avoid going 0-3 out of the conference or out of the county. Second down and 10 now. Luke's turns, gives to the back. That is Lockett. And Lockett picks up about 6. That's a solid gain on second down.
Yeah, I mean, second and long, and, you pick up, make it third and manageable. They're going to go hurry up here.
Third down and 4. Bayside going hurry up. Luke's turns, gives to Lockett again. Lockett with a hole. Tries to turn it upfield there. He'll get spun down. I think he might have picked up the first, and he does. First down, Bayside now up to their own 26-yard line.
Certainly seems like Bayside has a little bit of a stable of running backs here. We've seen a heavy dose of Larry Francis, but 31 comes in, has some good runs, and here, out of nowhere, we get Anthony Lockett, who's picked up a first down on 2 very nice carries.
Timeout on the field, 4:04 to go in the third quarter. 21-14, Bayside leads. Don't know if it was a team timeout or an official timeout.
About that time for a water break, I'd assume
Yeah.
that's what it is.
Yeah, this one a good one here from Bayside tonight. I'd like to once again thank our sponsor tonight, Island 9 Restaurant, where friends are family. Call them at 321-305-5946 or online at www.island-9.com. First down and 10. Bayside now at their own 25. About everyone jumped. We'll see who jumped first. They're going to say it was Bayside. Or Viera,
No,
I believe. Nope, it was Bayside. False start on Bayside here, so that'll back them up. First down and 15 as Bayside will get pushed back to their own 20.
And that's something, you can't have. They're moving the ball well, and just like the last drive, you tagged with a penalty, and that puts you behind the chains.
So now first and 15 for Bayside at their own 20. Penalties have been a big part in both these teams tonight, offensively. Turn, give up the middle to the back there. And that one's not going to get far. Good job by the Viera defensive front there on the stop. Short gain by I didn't see the running back. I think it was number 31.
It's still Lockett, 28 in there.
Oh. Anthony Locke at the back.
And they're doing something interesting here that we didn't see in the first half. They're bringing Parks way out wide. Well, now they're squeezing him back in, but I mean, he was almost to the sideline on the last couple plays.
2nd down and 13 now for Bayside at their own 22. Luke's play fake, rolling out right, blitz coming, throws the underneath route, and Churchill gets jarred, and that ball comes out. Incomplete pass, 3rd down and 13.
And he had Parks there too. I think he was just kind of zoned in on the little arrow route by the fullback, but Parks was open and close to a 1st down.
3rd down and 13 for Viera, or for Bayside, at their own 22-yard line. Palatka leads Space Coast 54-0, and Melbourne leads Palm Bay on our other game tonight 24-0. Big performance by the Melbourne Bulldogs there. 3rd down and 13 for Bayside. Luke's in the gun. Luke's is going to drop back. Looks to the near side, switch, far side, wide open. Receiver, it's caught. Backpedaling for the ball. All the way down to the Viera 45. 1st down, Bayside.
And that's, you know, a lot of people key in on Parks, and we saw it when they played Palm Bay. Cordero can make you pay. Cordero can absolutely make you pay. You do not want him slipping out behind you.
Cordero is quite the athlete there, and that's a big gain by Cordero. And that's a gain of about 32, 33. 1st down, Bayside to the Viera 44.
Viera's fortunate that he was kind of falling back when he caught that. If he could hit that in stride, I mean,
That's a
he's
touchdown.
scoring. Oh, yeah.
1st down and 10, Bayside of the Viera 44 now, following the big gain. Turn give here up the middle to Lockett.
Here comes Francis back in the ball game. Looks like his little hiatus is over.
Good to see Francis come back in there. Solid gain, though, on 1st by Lockett, about a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
I was here when Lockett was a freshman, and he was the same size.
Second and 7 for Bayside at the Viera 41. 2:15 to go in the 3rd. Bears lead by 7. Luke's turns gives Larry Francis. Francis trying to bounce it outside. He's wrapped up and brought down there after a short gain. 3rd and manageable now for Bayside at the Viera 39-yard line.
That was an interesting decision by Viera's defense. They kind of slipped their middle backer out of the box last second there. I mean, if Francis finds a crease, the play side backer, or the backer is all the way over here to the wide side of the field. We only have one backer in the middle, and they're doing it again here.
Astronaut leads Winter Springs 21-7.
Get you some, Astronaut.
3rd down and 5. Bayside of the Viera 39-yard line. Turn give Larry Francis. Francis trying to find a hole there, but couldn't cut it up there. That'll be little to no gain, and that'll bring up 4th down and manageable.
They'll go for it here, I think.
I expect they will too. Francis, I think, looked for a hole inside, but he had one outside if he would have bounced it all the way out.
Yeah, and they did that thing with their backer where they shifted him over, and you've got a lane there if you decide to take it. It looks like they're going to line up that way again. Usually you got 2 inside backers. They're inside stacked on the defensive lineman. You got one sitting over there with like 2 overhangs almost.
4th down and 4 for Bayside of the Viera 38-yard line. 40 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. 4th down. Luke's figuring out the play here. Luke's and Francis, 4th and 4. Got to call a play here.
They're gonna try and get him to jump and call a timeout. Or
There's a flag. That'll be a delay of game.
They took the delay and they're gonna punt.
Delay a game on Bayside there, and that'll bring up a 4th and 9. And I expect it will be a punt formation now for Bayside from Viera territory. We've seen like a lot of great half drives from these two teams. What I mean by that is most drives have ended in opponent territory, but a majority have ended in punts.
Yeah, Broomfield's known for the fake. Viera's playing for the fake. They don't have anybody deep.
And he's going to punt it deep, and Bayside going to try and down it.
Oh,
Good
boy.
bounce inside the 10, inside the 5. I think he could have let that keep going.
He definitely could have.
Either way, first down, Viera pinned at their own 5. So that decision to leave an empty returner.
Yeah, Broomfield's known to fake in that kind of territory. I don't know if he would do it on 4th and 9, but they were playing for it. They were ready for the fake, and, you know, you kind of give something up there by not bringing a returner. And this is what I was talking about earlier, Jackson. You know, Bayside was firing on all cylinders in the first half. Now they've kind of lulled to sleep a little bit and haven't been able to put up any points. Now their defense is still playing pretty well, but they haven't shown me the ability to be able to close a team out.
First down, Viera at their own 5. Gentili just going to keep it, and he gets brought down there after little to no gain.
Strange tackle.
Yeah. Jumped up, grabbed him by the shoulders, and pulled him over.
I think the linebacker was expecting him to make a cut or something like that, and he didn't. And
that will be the end of the third quarter here from Bayside. From a lot of scoring in the first to a 0-0 third quarter. As we head to a big fourth quarter to come, Bayside leads Viera 21-14.
Hello, Space Coast. Alan Slaughter-Zinski for the Brevard Sports Network. I just wanted to take this opportunity to thank all of you for your support of BSN and allowing us to cover your student athletes and come into your home each and every night. Give us a follow on Facebook at Brevard Sports Network, and here's to many more years of top-notch sports coverage right here in Brevard County. Thanks again.
I'm Marcus May, and you're watching Brevard Sports Network.
My man.
Welcome back, everybody, live to Bayside as we get started for the final 12 on the clock here in the fourth quarter. Bayside leads Viera in a great game here live from Bayside, 21-14. Second down and 10. Viera from their own 8-yard line. Dom Gentili, he's got that 4 receivers in the near side. That's the bubble screen formation. They don't throw it. Gentili's going to run it, and that'll be about a gain of about 7. Solid gain there by Gentili. That'll bring up third down and 3. Viera from their own 16-yard line. 3rd and 2 now.
Yeah, and if I'm Bayside, if I'm running their defense, I'm taking my best linebacker, Albert Brown, number 4, and I'm just spying Gentili with him. He's just as much as an athlete as Gentili. Just say, hey, where he goes, you go.
O'Galley leading Palm Coast 22-7. 3rd down and 3 for Viera. That same bubble screen formation. Gentili looks for a QB draw, and he is stopped for no gain. And that will force Viera to punt, I would say. And that's a big stop by Bayside, not letting Gentili get a run going there. And that's something they haven't been able to do.
Another good stand by Bayside's defense. You know, it's been all defense this half, and Bayside hasn't let up. I would put the block on here if I'm Bayside.
Yeah.
I would see if I can.
That'd be a
get
big
this
block if they could get it. 4th down and 3, high snap, Viera. Ooh,
Oh, he almost got
nearly
it.
blocked. A good punt, though, by the Hawks. And that one will bounce down, backspin. And now Bayside starts in Viera territory. First down, Bayside at the Viera 49. 10.5 minutes to go in the game. Bears lead by 7.
I know it's early in the fourth quarter, but I think if Bayside's able to burn some clock here and drive down and score, that might be the dagger.
That could be big. Yeah, depending on how much time comes off.
Yeah.
I think if they score a quick touchdown, definitely not over. But if we're talking around 6 or 5 minutes, well, I guess we'll see then. First down and 10, Bayside at the Viera 49-yard line. Great positioning to start here. Luke's. And I don't believe that is Francis.
It is not. Francis is right there on the sideline. That either Lockett or the other young man.
First down and 10. Luke snap, surveying, throwing, comeback by Parks. He's going to turn it upfield there, shedding defenders. He's still fighting for it. And that, I believe, is a Bayside first down. It's a gain of 11 by Michael Parks on the catch and run. And, you know, a good receiver will do that on a comeback route. They don't immediately cut up. They loop around, make the defender waist tackle him, and then turn it upfield.
Well, he ran a good route. They're not playing press, but they're playing up on him. He made it look like it was going to be a deeper route, and he stops and comes back to the football. It's a good route by Parks.
First down, Bayside of the Viera 38. Titusville leads Atlantic 21-7. Quarterback drops. Luke's going over the top. Has a man. It's nearly intercepted. Michael, I believe that's Parks saying they had him in the end zone, but wow, that should have been an interception there.
Yeah, if he puts more zip on it, in fact, if that's Brabham, he probably hits that. He catches him between the safeties. It was just the ball hung up there and allowed the safeties to come.
He was looking for Albert Brown, but that's should have been an interception there. That's a big one. Incomplete pass, second down and 10 for Bayside at the Viera 38. Second down, Bayside. Lukes drops back. Looking upfield, but he's sacked there. And Lukes is sacked for a loss of 6. Third down and 16 for Bayside. Back at the Viera 44 as the Viera defense starting to clamp up.
Yeah, that looked like some friendly fire. It looked like the offensive lineman got thrown into him. Yeah.
Yep. Heritage leads Sebastian River 16-0 as Heritage looks to win 2 in a row. Titusville leads Atlantic 21-7. And Seabreeze leads Satellite 28-14 as the Scorpions look to make a comeback charge late. Third down and 15 now for Bayside. Luke's play fake. Stepping up over the top. Parks one-on-one. Incomplete. And that one, great job by the defender. He gets to the inside of Parks to break up that one.
Luke's gave Parks a chance there. I mean, it was he put it where he needed to. Just
Javon Cooper was the intended target. And now Bayside will have to punt from Viera territory. As I mentioned, that's just how it's been. They get into the opponent territory and right between 40 and 50. They don't get a big block coverage coming by Viera. Luckily, the punt gets off. And that one's going to bounce down inside the 5, inside the 2.
I actually think it hit a Bayside player.
Yeah, I was going to say,
there.
I think I hit a Bayside player's cleat up around the 20, where instead it rolls to the 2-yard line. So we'll see where they mark the ball.
Yeah, they're going to put it down around the 20.
Yeah, I agree. I think it hit his cleat and then it bounced up in the air.
Well, you kind of hear it. It didn't sound like it hit the ground.
No. First down, Viera at their own 20-yard line here. A big drive here in the fourth quarter. 9 minutes to go. They trail by 7. We still do not have a score here in the second half. The Hawks looking to break that trend. And, hey, the first team to break that trend might be in better shape. Let's say if we go to overtime and Viera is the only team to score in the second half, that could be some momentum for them. Gentili, it's that stack to the near side. That's the bubble screen formation. They go to it. Bayside's starting to cover that a lot better, though, as Mikey Schmidt only gets about 1 yard. That'll be second down and 9. Yeah, that format, when you see it, or formation, they run 4 receivers bunch in the near side. They run the bubble screen. Either they throw it or Gentili runs.
Yeah.
That time they threw it, but Bayside's doing a great job diagnosing that.
Well, they're staying in zone coverage. They're kind of pressing that point, taking their outside backer and mashing that lead man in the bunch, which is what you're supposed to do, and it kind of screws up the timing a little bit because you don't have as much space to operate.
We do have a final. Donahue Catholic defeats Merritt Island Christian 48-7. Gentili, blitz coming strong. He steps up in the pocket and gets sacked there by number 7, Deshaun Harper, with the big sack there. And that's going to bring up 3rd and long already, as now it's been a battle of the defenses here in the second half.
Oh, we've had just about everything in this game. A little pitcher's duel in the first half, and now we're getting some defensive football. Yeah.
Onside
Forgot
kick.
all about that.
Third down and 10. Viera at their own 20-yard line. Yeah. Third down. Gentili in the gun. Gentili drops back, surveying. Blitz comes, and Gentili sacked once again for a loss of about 3. That is number 2,
Kasai.
Adam Kasai.
He's got about 3 or 4 tonight. That's what a 6'7" defensive lineman, man. I'm licking my chops thinking about it, you know.
Fourth down and 12. Viera's forced to punt. And yeah, you got to punt here, but next drive or two, if you get it back, that punt might start dissolving from the playbook. 7 minutes to go in the game. Viera trails by 7. They'll be forced to punt here from inside their 20. Isaiah Cordero bound to be a dangerous receiver back there, a returner. Fourth down, high snap. That punt, a low driver, and that one's going to bounce perfectly for Bayside, or for Viera. And now Bayside will take over. First down and 10 at their own 36.
I'll tell you what, I think Gentili is the long snapper as well, and he's looking slow to get off the field there. I think somebody just laid the lick on him. And that's, you know, I get it. He's probably one of the few people kind of, it's an afterthought, the long snapper, so you kind of just grab the kid that can do it. So I get it, but you certainly don't want your starting quarterback tonight to be your long snapper.
No, I was going to say, I mean, I guess you get the guy who can do the job, but got to think about it like that, yeah. First down, Bayside at their own at 35, and 2 factors this drive. Obviously, you want to score and put the game away, but arguably just as important, run the clock. 6:43 to go. Bears lead by 7. Lukes turns, gives. There's Larry Francis. Just shoots right up the middle. That's already a Bayside first down. First down, Bayside. Larry Francis on the carry. First down, Bayside at their own 48 now. 6.5 minutes to go. Cocoa trails Seminole 29-14 in the fourth quarter.
That's the first time we saw motion out of Bayside. Kind of got those Viera linebackers got their eyes peeking. They're going to go in motion again here to Parks. Yep.
Parks in motion. Lukes turns, gives again. Francis tries to bounce outside, flag down in the backfield. I think that'll be a hold, so this one will come back for Bayside. A gain of about 2 by Francis.
It certainly seems like every drive that Bayside has had, they've moved the ball, they've gotten a first down, and then shot themselves in the foot. Got to hold. Got behind the chain somehow. Holding, false start, whatever.
Oh, now Cocoa, 29-21. 8-point game up in Seminole. I don't know how much is left, but it's the fourth quarter. All right, Cocoa Tigers hanging in it up against the 11th team in the state. 29-21, Seminole leads. Water break here, 6:07 to go in the game. Bayside leads Viera 21-14. That'll be a 1st and 20 coming up. I'd like to thank our sponsor once again for the game tonight, Island 9 Restaurant, where friends are family, featuring seafood bowls, wood-smoked craft burgers, and more. Located in the Viera Culinage Shops on Citadel Way. Call for more information at 321-305-5946 or visit online at www.island-ix.com. Seabreeze again leads Satellite 28-14. First down, Bayside, empty set. Or nope, Lukes is under center. First down and 20. Lukes turns, gives the Cordero on the jet sweep, and Viera not fooled at all. Good stop by number 9, Owen George. No gain there on the jet sweep to Cordero.
I think he tried to cut it up too early. He kind of had an edge there if he takes it outside.
No gain, I believe. Second down and 20 now for Bayside. Still now under 6 minutes to go. I said Bayside's got to run this clock. They're doing that, but they got a 2nd and long ahead. Second down and 20 now for Bayside. Lukes drops back, rolling out, throwing on the run. He connects with his his H-back. That is Logan Churchill for about a gain of about 3, or actually about a gain of about 5 there. Third down and long still to go for Bayside at their own 40.
And they're eating some clock. They're
Third
kind of
and
trusting their
18.
defense.
Third and 18, Bayside at their own 40-yard line. Got to get all the way to the Viera 42. I formation here for Garrett Lukes. Got Churchill and Francis. They turn, play fake. Lukes rolls right, throwing across, incomplete. He was looking for Churchill, but that's a hard throw to make, rolling right, throwing left-handed.
Yeah, if they're going to run that, I like the play design. It really it froze the defensive end and allowed him to get outside. Play to the strengths of the quarterback. I get running it to the wide side of the field, but run it to the short side. He's got a left-handed quarterback, roll him left.
Yeah. So now here, this might be the drive. Viera is going to have to take this one. 4:30 to go. Viera trails by 7. Bayside set to punt it away here. Blitz coming, nearly blocked again. And Viera's going to take the fair catch. First down, Hawks at their own 32-yard line. For the game-tying touchdown, they're going to need a 68-yard touchdown drive.
Yeah, this is probably the best field position Viera's had in the second half, quite honestly. So we'll see if they can capitalize.
Space Coast trails to Palatka. Tough game for the Vipers going up to play an undefeated Palatka team. First down and 10. Viera at their own 33-yard line. Dom Gentili and Ryan Bubar. Haven't seen the run game in a while, but it wasn't going too well. Gentili to throw over the top, has a man down the sideline. It is baited and intercepted. And he steps out of bounds, but an incredible interception by Mikey Gillis. And that's a huge one to switch the tides here. First down, Bayside.
I got to tell you what, Mikey Gillis, 10th grade, not a very big kid. That is exceptional ball skills for a 10th grader. He baited that throw. He absolutely baited that throw. He let him have that edge, slowly peeking over. He wanted him to throw that, and as soon as he did, he jumped that like that and got the interception. Wonderful play by the young man.
Gillis covering Gillins for the interception, and Quincy Gillins had down the sideline again. If there's some zip on that ball, that may be a catch for a big game, but that one floated up, and it gets lurked and intercepted. First down, Bayside at their own 49. The hand here to Larry Francis. Francis with a hole. He's going to cut it upfield there, but there will be a holding call on the play there. That one will come back.
These may offset.
Two penalties here. These might offset. Yeah, we'll see the calls here. 2 flags, 2 separate spots on the field. That'll be a hold on Bayside, and then a personal foul.
Hit to the head.
Or hit to the head. Those will offset. That'll be, again, 1st and 10 for Bayside at their own 49.
So, tick for tat on that one.
O'Galley leads Palm Coast 28-14. So far, I think this is the closest game of the Brevard County teams in all. Yep, 21-14. Bayside leads Viera. 1st and 10, Bayside at their own 49. They want the clock to run. It's not running. Now it will. They turn give. That is...
Yes.
That was Lockett on the run, and he gets hit immediately for no gain.
Yeah, 77, the offensive lineman just got whooped on that. Defensive lineman for Viera just penetrated, played the line of scrimmage, and good play by the defensive lineman.
Got to give credit. No quit tonight from the bots in the chat. Full effort there to try and get us, but...
We got bots? That's how you know we made it, when we're getting bots.
We've had like 20 tonight.
All right. Hey, now. Bleep, lorp, bleep, bleep.
Second down and 10. Bayside at their own 49. Lukes Low snap, drops back. Surveying, throwing on the comeback to Parks. Parks with the turnaround. He'll turn it upfield. Michael Parks right around the line to gain. They say he doesn't. Did he get there?
Oh, yeah. I think so.
Parks.
They're marking him like
First
he got it,
down,
yeah.
Bayside at the Viera 41. And I think they got to go to that route whenever they can. It's a Michael Parks comeback route, and he just loops it around, breaks the tackle, and turns up for a first down every time.
Well, he's got that route down packed. He's driving that defensive back off like he's going deep and just stops and comes back.
2 minutes to go over at Satellite. The Scorpions trailed 28-0 at one time. Now it's 28-20. And there is some life in the Scorpions, but only 2 minutes to go. That'll be one to follow. Homecoming game over at Satellite tonight, hosting Seabreeze. They turn and give, and that'll be a no-gain run there by number 31. And there's a lineman down for Bayside. He'll get up though under his own power. Good to see. Now, second down and 10, or second down and 9 for Bayside around the 40 or 39.5. Seabreeze is a good football team, I got to say, for Satellite. Seabreeze is 0-4, but they play up there in the Daytona area, playing a lot of what used to be 7A teams. It's a hard schedule up there. Second and 9, they turn, give to number 31 again for a solid gain of about 5 that time. That'll bring up a 3rd and 4, and we have a Viera Hawk timeout here with 2:04 to go in the game. Hawks trail by 7. That's their second timeout of the second half. 1 left for Coach Staples.
About 2 minutes left in the game, too. You'd like to have those.
Big 3rd down and 4 now for Bayside at the Viera 35. I could almost see this being 4-down territory.
Potentially. I mean, we'll see what the play call is here on 3rd down. If they run it and, are just trying to pick up 2 or 3, then yeah.
Yeah, I got to give both quarterbacks a shout out. I mean, these are 2 backup quarterbacks coming in for Trace Cromartie and Caden Brabham, and they both played a great job. I mean, there have been few ill-advised throws, mostly seemed in the first quarter of jitters. Besides that, though, they've been delivering, throwing dimes, some deep touchdowns, right on the mark, some deep passes, rightfully thrown. So these 2 quarterbacks have had to step up, and I think they've done a great job.
Yeah, I've been pleasantly surprised with both of these backup quarterbacks.
3rd down and 4, Bayside of the Viera 35. 2 minutes to go. Bears lead by 7. I formation. Luke's, Churchill, and the back. They give to the running back, number 31, trying to get the edge. He gets a short gain, not a first down.
They'll go for it here, I think. With the way their defense has been playing, this is, they had better field position than this on the last drive, or just about it if they don't get it.
4th down and 1. This could be the play of the game. There's a minute 45 to go. What does Bayside do? The clock's going to run while they figure it out.
I think you just go back to the run game.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been working for them. They ought to hurry up, though.
A minute and a half to go now. Hawks only have 1 timeout, and they're going to save it for if they get a first down or if they get the ball back.
They need to get on the ball and run a play, though. I can tell you that much.
4th down and 1. Bayside of the Viera 32. Possibly the biggest play of the game. 1:15 to go. Luke's I formation, and now Bayside has to call the timeout with 1:14 to go in the game. Bayside leads Viera 21-14.
I don't mind actually thinking about it. I don't mind sitting there and having a powwow and letting the clock bleed a little bit, knowing you got the timeout. I mean, you can use it, and now you can really talk about what play you want to do. That's smarter than actually trying to hurry that up and go up there and run the play. Yeah, absolutely.
It's a big 4th and 1, though, because if they get it, that might be the nail in the coffin, or in my opinion, that would be the nail in the coffin. If they don't, Viera doesn't have a lot of time and only 1 timeout, but, hey, they've had a broken play on that big touchdown. In high school football, of course, especially anything can happen.
Well, here's the thing. If you get this first down, I imagine Viera will take their last time out. You can run a play, and then you can just knee it out after.
Yeah. So this is a big 4th down and 1 for Bayside at the Viera 32. I formation. Francis is not in. They give to an option back, and he picks it up down the sideline, shedding the tackle all the way down to the 3-yard line, a gain of 30. First down and goal, Bayside.
Squirm. We call that play squirm. Palm Bay back in the mid-2010s under Dan Burke used to run the heck out of that ball play. You've been hitting them with power. You've been hitting them with lead. You've been doing this. That back, that 4-back or that wing back, whatever you want to call him, acts like he's going to block. It's almost like a counter, and you just turn and hand it to him on the misdirection. Beautifully timed play call there.
Deshaun Harper with a gain of 28. First and goal. Bayside at the 4-yard line. 1 minute to go. Minute 6 to go. What a run.
Smart play, too. It's an
Perfect
outside
play
hitting
call.
play. You had everybody in the box there. I mean, wonderful play design.
First and goal, I formation again. This time they give to number 31, the back. He will get thrown down for a loss of 1. Second and goal, Bayside of the 5. Timeout, Viera, and that'll be their last with exactly 1 minute to go in this one. I'd like to give a shout out to our sponsor one final time, Island 9 Restaurant, where friends are family, featuring seafood bowls, wood-smoked craft burgers, and more. Located in the Viera Culinary Shops on Citadel Way. Call for more information at 321-305-5946 or visit online at www.island-ix.com. Final, Viera shuts out Palm Bay in a statement win at 24-0. Oh, Melbourne shuts out Palm Bay. Viera's right here. Not playing 2 games at once. That's a big win for Melbourne. That was on the Brevard Sports Network. Alan Zlarzinski and Mark Moses had the call over there.
Yeah, and Melbourne, they call it a rivalry, and Melbourne's gotten Palm Bay recently in the last few years, but Palm Bay leads that series by a substantial amount. So anytime Melbourne can capitalize on it and get one over their crosstown rivals, they're going to be hyped about that.
Yeah, fact about that rivalry. This is the first time Melbourne has ever won 3 in a row.
Yeah.
Last year was the first time they'd ever won 2 in a row. Second and goal. Lukes rolls left, bootleg, throwing. It is caught. Touchdown, Bayside. And that is the dagger by Adam Kisai. That's the 6'7" defensive lineman. And he gritties down the sideline with the touchdown.
You're going to get an illegal man downfield here.
Wow.
I think.
Wow, illegal man downfield on Bayside, so no, the touchdown does not stand. Our score stays where it is, 21-14, 54 seconds to go now. Now second and goal, Bayside at the 10-yard line. So from the big ceiling touchdown to a second and goal to go long, but Viera still has no timeouts. Whether you score that touchdown or not, I think you're still okay with this one.
Yeah, I mean, it stops the clock, but you'd like to get in there, but it's still second down. It's second down from the 8-yard line. I mean,
would have been cool for the big man touchdown.
Oh, have a night. Have a night for Kasai. He's got about 15 sacks on the night. What's a touchdown to cap it off?
He's an he's an arguable player of the game candidate. Second down and goal. There is the knee. Victory formation for the Bayside Bears. And with that, I guess they'll have to run one more knee. As the clock ticks around 40 seconds to go. And here it is, victory formation once again. A second half shutout on both sides in this one. Very high scoring first half, and then the Bayside, the defense we expected showed up in the second half. And victory formation, there it is. Final score here from Bayside. The Bayside Bears pick up a big homecoming night win over the Viera Hawks, 21-14 in the battle of the backup quarterbacks. It is Garrett Lukes outdueling Dom Gentili. 21-14, Bayside wins it. Congratulations to the Bears. They advance to 4-2. Viera falls to 0-6. Logan, your final thoughts?
Yeah, hard notes football game. This was a really good football game, despite 2 backup quarterbacks. That goes out the window. Both of them played well. The first half we had some excellent offense. We had some trickeration with the onside kick, and then the defenses came alive in the second half. This was a really enjoyable game to watch.
Yes, it was, Logan. And thanks, everyone, for watching. Thanks, Island 9, for being the sponsor of tonight's game. See the information on the bottom of your screen there. Final score once again, Bayside 41, Viera 16. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. For Logan Pettit and Kayla Brown, I'm Jackson Robb. Have a great night, everybody, And tune in after the game for the Brevard Sports Network Slow and Low postgame show live from Slow and Low Barbecue in Viera. Have a great night, everybody, and make it a sports night.